Is that a parameter to say we are generalizing it over the whole Nigeria for 2023? No. I will never, and I remain like that, succumb to people taking money for voting. Whether it is because of illiteracy or because of your immorality or because of whatever. It is those who have no conscience that are taking money for election. Somebody was trying to justify the reason why they are taking it that in US, they are giving them tea, they are giving them this, they are giving. Okay, are we in US? African is not US. We are things. I'm living in UK. And things that are happening here can never happen in any of the African country in the world. It can never happen. Where there is a economic recession, and they will just look at people and say, "Oh, people may likely want to die. Do not allow them to die." And the money will go from house to house. Nobody, you will not even know. It's only a filling of form online. You will just see the money in your account. Ordinary 2 million people in Nigeria, and just to give them palliative during the COVID-19, they said they cannot distribute it house to house. If you give it to anybody, they will, only one person will take the money away. The debt, the root of corruption is still very strong in Africa. Are you generalizing by saying Africa? That's one. Then three, that's what I'm saying now. I will never subscribe to vote buying. I agreed with some point that some people raised about, that the INEC may not be able to do anything about vote buying because they concentrated on those who are voting during that time. They may not be going around looking for them. And there is no particular area of our constitution that speculated that if you are caught, that somebody influence your voting, that this is the penalty. No, you should see that our upper chamber, they ignore all those areas that can affect them, because that's the area where they used to protect themselves during election period. They have the money. It's not their money, it's Nigerian money, but yet they are ready to distribute it that time. Some of them used to have that money as a rock in a place. I was in Nigeria. I partake in so many of the elections. In fact, I won't say I'm a politician because I'm a lecturer, but I know I've supervised so many elections as either as a PO or as a returning officer or whatever. So I know, but that is the problem. INEC cannot do anything. Police has little or nothing to do also, because they are law enforcement agents. When there is no law concerning money distribution, how do you do it? What do you do? They are not fighting about the money when they are taking it. But EFCC that came around that day helped the matter. But one thing again is that let us ask, would the EFCC report ever come out in the court to testify against those who actually bought the votes? Because I saw one of them, I was monitoring it, I saw one of them with a list of paper, over 100 and something names. And they categorically stated the polling booth and everything, and those ward members that are coming there to take money, and the list is with them. Are they coming to the court to testify? They may not. And again, somebody said that INEC is an independent. Yes. But look, in African country, nobody is independent. The name was just given for a big dog so that he can easily be killed. Nothing. Nobody is independent. A judge that was appointed by the federal government is not even independent in judgment. Talk less of an INEC. So the organization is not yet enough. I think this group, what you are doing a marvelous job. It's part of sensitization. Those are our youth who want to turn things around. Let them come around and vote. That is the major thing now. Look at the turnout. It's less than 40% in Ekiti. It's a very poor turnout. If that is the case, it's easier for those who want to buy vote to buy. Now we are talking of Ekiti only. We have about 36 states. There are areas that you cannot even go into during the time of election, where Boko Haram are residing. Can you go there and say you want to stop somebody from collecting money? Can you go there and you say you want to stop underage from voting? Can you go there and say that nobody should come out? You can. There are a lot of things we have to know now. And then, if actually we want to change, let us mark some area, no go area, and let us mark some area where we can penetrate and get enough votes to substantiate whatever is our belief. That is my own area of contribution. Thank you.
Lefties.
Yes, I can hear you.
Lefties, can you just tell this man to please join us on every debate we are doing? He's saying a very important, and the way he analyzes it is so correct. Please, sir, can you always join us, please? You are you are saying a very important thing, and we think this can be very useful to the concerned citizens. They should wake up. Please, sir, can you always join us, please?
Yes, if I like this one now, I was able to join because I received the text message on WhatsApp. So once I receive, I will schedule my time. Although I'm my work is I'm working in one of the institutions here, so most of the time I'm on research something, so I do keep late. But notwithstanding, I have my gadget with me. I love it. The day I watched it was the day I started loving it.
I sent a text message on WhatsApp. I think with that Nigerian number, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I use.
Yes, I think I have your contact, Engineer Benga.
Yeah, once I saw it, the moment I saw it, I just link in. That's why I was waiting for this one. The moment I was one of those people that came in. The other day I came in, but I was very late. I was at the back of the stage. But now today I was even that. That's why I tested. I said, am I not going to come in again today? So, but luckily, even before my test came in, went through, the answer said that you are already in the platform, and I'm so grateful, sir. There are a lot of things, there are loaded things that we can talk about Nigeria, because I'm not a small boy anyway. And again, when it comes to Nigeria, I'm an activist. I've been in the Nigerian student, ASU, Academic Staff Union, Polytechnic Union, for over 15 years. So, and I've touched almost all parts of Nigeria. Talk of Opobo, Bori, anywhere, Ikpere, anywhere, and I used to drive myself there. So I know most of the problems. Just little, I would say most. Some of the problems that Nigerians are facing. And why are they facing it? And the logistics behind it, what are the others using? Because we are more or less part of them. When we look at them, they bring you together. During the time of Oshiomhole, when we were in the union, you know what happened? How did the lure Oshiomhole into politics?
Lefties, I thought it was done. No?
Yeah, but
let him say something.
All right, no problem. So I will have your contact. I will try to always reach you at all times.
All right, sir. I'm done now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me give room. Let me give room to the next person. Before I call Mr. Aigbe, I want to quickly let Mr. Aigbe know that this program, that is anchoring the program, especially when I am here, I follow the list according to how you came in. Mr. Aigbe, please, you must learn to be very patient. You almost disrupted the transmission or the broadcast. Why I was calling somebody else, why the person was talking, you were already asking me if you were the last person that came in. Why didn't you just wait? After Ogagbenga, it would have been you, because you came in, I have the list here. So please don't do that again. I'm very, very, I'm not, you know me, it's high. You got to be, I know where. That's the truth. Ogagbe, it's your turn now. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, the viewers. Good evening, moderator. My second name is Patient. So I'm a person who always patient. I don't rush. So I just want to know. So that is it. If he offend you, I'm sorry about that. You see, I want to go straight to the point that you see that to me the INEC they are the INEC which we know right from time. I don't really think that in terms of Nigeria politicians or in terms of Nigeria politics, the INEC will be pushed aside. They are one of the institutions, that making people that we don't really expect, or the people that would not really want to be in power to be ruling us since 1990 dates. So when talking about the preparation of the INEC, I believe that they are prepared like the way they normally do preparation. If you want to analyze preparation, there are different kind of preparation. So I believe that they really prepare for the way they normally, do of their preparation. But come to talk about the buyings of votes, in the polling ground, or the security bodies in the polling ground. You see, I disagree when we begin to look to the other area that the security that have been put on ground to monitor the electorate, that they don't really have power to see things and report it the way they are. Or I disagree when someone will say that if INEC has been reported to that some parties have been buying votes here, that the INEC doesn't have authority or they don't have power to disqualify that party's vote. I disagree about that. And I disagree with, so anyway, I live in Rome, Italy, precisely. Here in Italy, when it's time of election, they don't give us water here to drink. They don't even give us, the only thing they have for us is the police, which is security, and the ambulance. That's what they have for us. And once you come in, you fill your form, or your registration form, you go straight to the person you want to vote for, you vote, and you leave. So I don't know of United States, maybe United States are still like Nigeria, who corrupt the electorate. So here in Italy, it doesn't work like that. They give us the ambulance, they give us the police, and anything that, why are they giving us the police? Just to secure with the electorate and to secure the polling unit. So Nigeria as a country, or in times of election or voting in Nigeria, the police put it in place, they have the right to look around and see who is messing up the electorate or who is corrupting the electorate. It is the duty of the police. That is why, according to what that speaker said, that Mr. Joseph said, that is why they are not giving them gun, because they are not in the war front, or they are not fighting with armed highway robbers. They are coming to monitor the the voting ground to see who is jeopardizing the electorate. So these people have authority, they have power, like the way we saw in Ekiti. We also in Ekiti when the INEC, the EFCC, arresting people who were selling their votes. And we expect for them to report the political party. But we still saw in interrogation when they were interrogating a brother, interviewed a brother who were saying that they saw, the way the election is going so far so well, but what they are seeing here is not good. That the APC, parties are buying votes. So there are many reports. And if this report have gone to where INEC is, INEC have the authority. They have the authority, I repeat, to cancel that political party vote, like the way they did it in what they call Zamfara. They have the right to cancel that and say this person has corrupted the electorate. So coming to the area of somebody said that when somebody is coming, to vote, he have the right, to come and collect money in terms of vote. So they should confuse me that people in Nigeria normally, people in Nigeria they do register to come and vote based on the money that they want to collect, or electorates do come to the polling ground. Just go to register for them to have their gunje that very day. I disagree of that one. If somebody is coming to vote, that is why I was saying yesterday that the only thing we want the Labour Party to do now is for them to put some structure on ground, even possible for them to, like what that Speaker Joseph said. I agree with him when he said that yes, the opposition party puts money for ground to to inflate your person in ground that is that will monitor your vote, which is your party. I really agree on that one, because that is what it really happened. They can easily use millions or thousands of naira to give to your eyes on ground, so that if we close one eye, because that is what is really happening in our country today. They normally pay this INEC, they pay this security for them to close one eye, so that they will pretend that they don't see what is happening there. And when they are seeing what is happening there, because they are being paid, they decide to close one eye. So we need to stop all these things. And how will we stop all these things? Like just what the last speaker said just now. Truly, if you begin to travel like so many communities in the 36 the 36 states, there are some communities that is a riverine area, like all those Ugola, all this Odi area, all this Blidodo area, all this Inikro and Ajakrama Rose area there. We need to really put some some measures in place to monitor all these votes that will come from those local governments, so that at the end of the day there will be a forces that will be on ground to monitor how the election go around, how the voters go around there. So for me, the preparation of the INEC is normally the way they normally prepare when it comes to time of Nigeria election. Because if we watch what play out in the primary of APC and PDP, we will see that the APC and the PDP were having the same, days of convention. At the end of the day, the APC shifts their own. Finally, they went to uphold their own in the midnight. So that is to tell us that they can easily influence INEC for INEC to work, to their favor, to close one eye, even if they report the political parties to them that these people are already, corrupting the electorate. They will not bring it to book, just like what the last speaker said. So these are the things we really need to work on. We need to work on the security. They are on ground to monitor, but they are being paid to close one eye. The INEC, they are on ground to elect. What is free and fair? Free and fair election is somebody will come and vote, register, come and vote, leave the polling unit peacefully, and the vote of the person we can't. At the time somebody now come and buy that person's conscience or buy his vote or convince him to say his vote for him, it has become not free and fair. So these are the areas we're talking about. If INEC is conducting free and fair election, this area of buying of vote should be the number one thing that they should look onto. And the security, it should be the number one thing and the security should look onto. So for me, I disagree. INEC has power to condemn anything that comes for buying of votes. Any political party that has been reported to them, INEC has the power to condemn it. Where the security, like the way the ASC is seen yesterday, the ASC have rights, because they have already told them that this is the people that give them this money for them to buy to sell their vote for them. The EFCC have the right, if they will report amicably, or they will report correctly to the INEC that this is the political party that have been reported to them. So they have the right to cancel, and the security have the right to throw away any person who want to come and corrupt the electorate. Thank you. God bless you as you give me the chance to speak.
Yes. Thank you very much. I think you almost spoke most of our mind. You were able to, it's like you'll be really following. You were able to analyze both for and against and put them in one basket. I think you almost agree with my thinking, my thought. You followed Engineer Benga. You also agree. You are always disagreeing. We are only disagreeing with Akim. Akim will explain to us later. Akim once set fire for this table. You never see anything today. Akim, will they come for you? The next person is Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, please.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I greet everybody, viewers everywhere you are around the world. I greet you. I greet everybody on the panel. I greet the boss of this platform. And Mr. Leftist, thank you so much for your work.
Thank you, sir.
I want to say I'm coming from a different angle. For the past 7 years as a citizen, I have not seen anything good from this government apart from killings, frequent borrowings without accountability, hijacking of railway lines, kidnapping with phone calls made with ransom collected, and the government say they don't know how to fight these things. A government that has not given me any atom to trust them. So why will I believe in their INEC? INEC is supposed to be independent, but they are not independent. I don't trust INEC. They are not ready. It's corrupt. Yeah, Ekiti governorship election is one of the most corrupt one. Both vote buyings everywhere. INEC or the EFCC going after people buying votes? Where was the so-called EFCC during delegate elections? Were they not there when dollars were flying? Where were the EFCC? Why are we hypocritical? The whole system, the constitution, the present government is corrupt, is rotten. I will not blame the youth so much. I will also blame them partly because these guys have been denied, they've been ostracized, they've been psychologically damaged. You don't condemn, you don't reach out to a criminal by condemning them, or reach out to somebody who is doing bad by telling him you are doing bad. No, you reach out in another way, because he will tell you, to hell with you. Who are you to judge me? Do you know how I live? Do you know how I pay my bills? Do you know how I survive? Do you know how I even came here to this voting ground? So please mind your business. That's what they will tell you. So for me, I will also let them know that two wrongs will not make a right. You cannot be a sane person when you are dealing with a mad person. You are also acting like a mad person. So the Buhari-led government, I hope there will be a revamping of the INEC before next year election, a rejuvenation, maybe they should retrain the staff. They should shake that body. They should do a cleansing of the INEC. And I want to recommend, I don't know, the body responsible for prosecuting criminals. Everybody who served under this government since 7 years ago should be arrested, starting from President Buhari. All of them. They destroyed our currency. They weakened our security system. Our children are at home as to strike. And there is inflation everywhere. The borrowings has hit 90 trillion. World Bank released a statement last 2 days that Nigeria is at the brink economically. Meanwhile, international businessmen are collaborating with these wicked politicians, ripping the nation's secret borrowings. 2 months ago, a helicopter was purchased, $1 billion, and you expect me to support this government who is in charge of this so-called body organizing elections? INEC is not ready. INEC is a dirty institution. It's a very corrupt one. It's a machinery of the present government. Apart from a those state election, apart from that, all other elections, a lot of them end up at the Supreme Court. So INEC is a confused body. They need to wipe all of them out and bring in people who have integrity for next year elections. We are not ready yet. With this present body I'm seeing right now, they are after buying houses. They are so corrupt. They can easily be bribed. So they can be cleansed. We still have time. Right now, they are not ready. Jagaban is spending money. Where is the so-called EFCC? Why has INEC not sanctioned this party with the activities of Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his likes who are sharing money? Even Atiku, all of them, apart from Peter Obi, I don't have news about him sharing money. So INEC just now is not ready. When the head is corrupt, the whole body is corrupt. So I don't trust them. I know voters want to vote. Millions of Nigerians want to, they want to change the whole thing. They are tired. Massive migration everywhere. There's hunger in the land. That's why I partially agree with Akim. People are suffering, my dear brother. Don't talk from your comfort zone when you have 24 hours electricity. When you have access to a job without having a recommendation letter from somebody before you apply for a job, you can easily get a clinic job, a factory job. These guys are just there. They don't even know where their next meal is coming from. I'm not saying that is enough to be involved in criminal acts, but look at their plight also. In the Western world, they don't solve criminality by just arresting people. They also create solutions. Over the years, no solutions for these young people. For the past 7 years, how has the federal government affected these young people? Is it by the ASU strike? Is it by the killings at the Lekki toll gate that has been swept under the carpet? Is it by the lack of job creation? No loans to support students nationwide? You are in countries, we are nations, where your countries, even you that is not even born there as a resident, you have access to loans after working for some time and paying your taxes. And these guys they've all been denied for 7 years or for 24 years. So I don't treat criminals like that. Even Jesus Christ at the cross, he saw that man when the man said to his friends, stop judging him. We are criminals. Jesus looked at him and said, today you will be with me in paradise. That means I forgive you. So I cannot judge anybody for selling or buying votes. The point is this: the system is corrupt. Our present leaders are wicked and they are corrupt. INEC needs cleansing before next year election. They are corrupt. They've been hijacked. They have, people that they cannot talk to. They have parties they cannot sanction. They can't raise alarm over delegates, induced by money, and they are running after poor people who are collecting 3K or 5K in Naira. How do you justify that? This reminds me of the song by a Nigerian musician. When a poor man steals Maggie, we will show him a crime wash. But a rich man, a politician will steal billions. They will share money to, even in the media space, openly, they'll be sharing money. And the INEC, EFCC, they won't say anything. So for me, the whole thing is a mess. I hope something is done by this government, which I don't know if anything good can come out of this government, because all they know is how to borrow money, how to destroy our economy. Everything is in comatose. So I'm just in a confused state. But I'm still hoping that next year the youth we find a place in their heart to find a reason to want to come and vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Everything is in tomatoes, Maggie. Everything is not even. Oh God, everything. Oh, they have to rejuvenate.
I said comatose. He left his last name.
See, you said they need cleansing. That is why I'm here today. Look at me. This eyes, this today. We shall clean INEC. So let me go back to the next person. And the next person is one of our wonderful panelists, Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. When you sent me the message, I was actually on another program, so we were having this discussion as well too. I'm going to use part of my time to ask questions to few people that have spoken. Is Mr. Akim still there?
I don't think
Hello?
so.
Okay, he's gone. He made reference to giving tea and coffee to people who comes to vote in the. Am I correct if he's the one to vote in the?
Yes, you are correct. He's the one.
Okay, it's left. So I can't put the question to him. Frustrations are high, without a shadow of doubt. But like what the elder gentleman said, that we need reorientation. There is no justification for anyone to sell their conscience for vote. Now, Mr. Alex, you spoke a lot, and I understand a lot. But you also, I beg your pardon, you highlighted the politicians that are corrupt, but you also say that apart from Peter Obi, who you have not seen given money. Now, that is a positive sign. Will you agree to that?
Of course, I agree.
Okay, now, will it not be better for us to go in this path of positivity and with the effort of trying to reorient or educate the minds of the people? And I can understand over the years, because of what we've experienced, youth or Nigerians have experienced, it is very difficult for them to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But Peter Obi kind of bring certain hope, not because he has that magic wand. It's going to be challenging, but because of his credibility and the things he have said that no one has come to refute. And I keep saying no politicians have ever come out to speak the way he spoke on what he has done in terms of his transparency and accountability. Now, we must put a positive attitude. It's very difficult in this present time. Now, the show I was before, like I said, we were discussing about asset and liability, the declaration of asset, declaring of asset and liability, how we can use this subject to sway people's mind, where they can demand their leaders to declare the presidential candidate, including Peter Obi, across the board, where they can declare their liability, their assets and liability. So if I want you to vote for me and you are demanding that I should declare my asset and liability, and I refuse to declare my asset and liability, then that means there's a question mark you put on me because your vote matters a lot. So I want your vote. I will have to what? Declare my asset and liabilities. If we go with this trend of the movement and we adapt this, we include this asset and liability, even in the constitution says that they are only to declare their asset and liability after being elected. Now, that is flaw on its own. Now, it may work well in a civil society, but in a society in Nigeria, that is a flaw on its own. So the opportunity is there for the people right now to go with this trend to what? To demand from presidential candidates to declare their assets publicly prior to the election. Because why? They need our vote. And it doesn't matter which party you pledge your allegiance to, whether it's APC, PDP, Labour, this and that. If we say we need you to declare your asset for us, and that is the only way you can get our vote, it will help to change people's mind. I know it's difficult. INEC is not independent. Let's be honest with that. Even though they said it's an independent electoral commission, INEC is not independent. People selling their vote, to come to the polling station to cast a vote. The authorities have a right to either cancel the vote and also penalize the parties. All the regulations are there. Whether because they are not being enforced, that is the reason why. No one should sell their vote because of what they will eat today and forget tomorrow. Because when the man gets there tomorrow, into presidency, let's say he bribed you, he gets into presidency, you will not have that opportunity to see him again in the next 4 years. But meanwhile, the bag of rice he has given me will finish, maybe, depends on how many people are in my family, will finish in a month. I'll be back in the hunger. These are the kind of education, reorientation, like what the elderly man said, that needs to be done to change the minds of the people. Like I said, I do not disagree with what everyone has said, apart from what Mr. Hakim said. I wanted to put him on the spot so that he could clarify his position that the tea and coffee they give people in America, is this suggesting that it is a bribe so that he can correct himself on the record? I went to vote here last month. I just walked into the polling station. I just voted. It didn't take me 5 minutes. I left. There's even no security officer. Nobody gave me tea or coffee. So I really don't understand where he's coming, is bringing his argument from. Let's maintain a positive vibe. I strongly believe if we continue this way, there is no how, even if they try to rig the election, if our vote is for Peter Obi, I believe strongly that he will still win. Because no matter how it is, things change. If, let's assume, 1 million Nigerians are eligible to vote, for example, and 80% of that 1 million Nigeria, hypothetically, vote in the presidential election and vote for Peter Obi, I will need somebody to tell me how that election can be rigged. So it is the people that we should focus on. Their mind needs to be reoriented. They need to be re-educated. If I ask a question now, how many Nigerians are on, how many of us are calling on this platform are presently based in Nigeria? How many?
23%.
No. We are 2, 4, 6, 8 persons on this platform now. How many are participating from Nigeria?
We have 3.
Pardon?
You have 3.
You have 3. 3 out of 8. Now, if you ask these 3, how they are able to manage to come on this platform. They must have charged their battery very well. They must probably be running generator. Now, the reason for that is that most Nigerians want to participate, but as a result of what? No electricity and no unlimited data, they are unable to participate. Majority of us are foreigners. So you can see the issue that needs to change. So this message is for them, and we should focus on trying to reorient them. It is very important. And I also agree with one speaker, rather the same speaker, that said some of us in the diaspora are no different from those in Nigeria. I say this for a fact because some have left this diaspora to go and practice politics in Nigeria, and believe me, they are worse than the people who are there, which is very sad. Why see the light and you go there and you turn to darkness? It's a shame. But that is their own path they want to cross. I am appealing, please, because the channel, the way I was talking before, there's a rule there. We need positive vibes. That is the positive vibe we're going to bring. We are going to look at the issues, and we're going to look how we're going to educate and reorient these people, because this is a chance for us. We've never seen such thing in Nigeria before, where everybody is campaigning for a candidate, a single candidate. Everybody is campaigning, wants this candidate, not because of anything, because of his credibility, his transparency that he has shown and said and mentioned all day long. That is why I, myself, is throwing everything behind him. And I say again, please, let's focus on this. Let's go on this path and let's educate, because thousands of people or millions will watch this video later on. Not just now. They will watch it later on. And the message they get from here will help to change their mindset. They need mindset setting, changing of mindset, which is very important. I'll yield the floor back, please. I have a call coming in for me. Thank you.
Mr. Andrew, I just want to make this clarification. Of course, you know who I'm speaking. For me, like the way you're speaking, you're perfect, And for me, I believe that everybody here is entitled to their opinion. I have been speaking on this platform for almost 3 years now, and the same message. I believe on the positivity, but because of the kind of democracy we have, and also where you live, it's also democratic. We still have to know that anybody who wants to air their view, if they differs from us, they are also welcome. Do you also believe that? It is the ability for you to convince them on what matters and what approach we need to take matter. Because what you say just now, that on the platform where you were, the rule was like, let's be positive. It's like, for me, it looks as if we're trying to oppress those who also look at another view that differs from us. But I believe, I am positive. It doesn't mean that when they want to bring their own view, we shouldn't listen. It's the ability for us to win them back and giving them what is actually on ground and how to change the status quo. That is what I believe. I don't know if you believe in what I'm saying, but I believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion and they can bring whatever they want to bring on the floor. We are here to debate, and what matters is any electorate or concerned citizen can hear from both sides what we have to deliver. Thank you.
Am I allowed to respond to what he said, please? Just 2 minutes, please.
Yes, 2 minutes. Yes,
okay. I don't think I portray not respecting people's opinions on here. I think the only person I wanted to put on the spot was the man that was talking about coffee and tea in the US, to ask for him to confirm if indeed he's suggesting that is a bribe. I respect people's opinion, but I must state for the record, I often don't do opinions. I made reference to the elder that spoke earlier when he was talking about reorientation, which is the most important thing. I often don't do opinion. I look at the fact of the matter, and I speak in respect to the fact of the matter. We all come here with different things, but I keep saying that if we all have agreed. The problem in Nigeria is obvious. Even the blind man and the blind and the deaf, they fuse it. So I don't need to go over it over and over and over and over. Sorry, I was on a program on Friday, and one of the lady was speaking, and she just said, "Listen, I need to leave. My battery is 1%. I need to leave," from Nigeria, and we all laughed and we joked about it. I am not here disagreeing with anybody, what anyone has said, but what I don't agree with is anyone who comes to highlight the problem we already know without profiling a solution. I don't agree with that. There is a problem, without a shadow of doubt. I recognize the problem, but what solution are we bringing to the issue on ground? Not just to highlight problem without profiling solution. I don't belong to such party or such group. It is the same thing in family. It is the same thing in everywhere.
Not everybody have solution to problems.
No, I agree with Mr. Andrew. I do agree with what you're saying. I align with it. But it was just that I was looking at it that way to be kind of maybe we're trying to push back on something. Because if you look at it, as they say, as they can be saying nonsense, in every nonsense, there might be a sense. So we are still looking at what they're saying. Is there a sense in there? We can use it to profile our own to make it look, unique, because we are sending a message to the public. That is what I'm not saying what you're saying is absolutely wrong, because I believe what you are saying now, and I've been preaching it for the past almost 3 years. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. There's nothing to much. You people are almost saying the same thing. Machiavelli, I didn't even know where you came from to say, because right now I didn't see anything. So he has said that isn't following or it's not verifiable according to go and verify. He only came to say, where is this person? What he said isn't correct. He just wanted to ask a question. I'm the one using the word that isn't correct, because me too, I was ready to put that man on the spot. Thank God he ran away. But without it is the turn of the man that came in last, Andre. Andre, please talk to us. Andre, is Andre with me? Please unmute yourself and talk to us. Okay, it seems Mr. Andre is not with us. He's just here. He's not here. It's okay. We have you when you come back. Anytime you come back, you just let us know when you come back. So we shall not be waiting for you. So we will just continue and go again. But then, is there anybody have not acknowledged on the comment section? No. Eventually have acknowledge everybody. Okay, we have one more person that came in very last that I did not quickly jot down, but it's here on the screen. Very sorry, sir, Mr. Ugo, my friend and my brother. Please talk to us.
Hi, hello, it's Miss Ugochi.
Oh,
Hi.
Mrs. Ugochi, I'm sorry, you.
It's
I'm not
okay.
too used to you. I'm not too used to you. It's Machiavelli and others that knows you very well.
Mrs.
You
Ugo
go
know me very well, so I know her. It's you that don't know Mrs. Ugo.
Ugo, I know he's a man. I don't know we have another Ugo that is a woman.
It's all right. There are
But
mostly
it's
men here,
Ugo
so I can
Chukwu.
understand the confusion.
No, you will help me so that I don't get confused. Not that I don't like
But
women. I like women. Please,
Yeah.
he put Miss Ugo
Okay,
so
I'll
that we
Miss.
because we have other Ugo that comes in the program. They are men.
Yeah.
And I really, really do appreciate you coming into the program, because I've always been preaching for women to also come in and let their voice. It shouldn't be all men things. I think we will be always say gender equality or something. Yes, let them come out so talk. So Miss Ugo, thank you very much. Thank God you are not married. We have one man at Kaigbe. He's not married. I hope he's listening to us too. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Hello, everybody. I was listening on YouTube on my TV, and then I started hearing some things that were not sitting with me, and I decided to come and talk. I'm a lawyer. I practiced law for a bit before I came here, and one of the things they taught us was Constitution and INEC and the Electoral Act. So people were saying that, oh, I don't know, maybe one person said, oh, it's not a crime. Who can come and tell you, blah, blah, blah. That's a lie. It's a crime. So basically, if you buy votes or you sell you, but if you, what's it called? When we take money from politicians, it's a crime. And you can go to prison for 2 years. Before it was 6 months, but now it's 2 years. They amended it in 2010. It's 2 years, and it's 2 years or 500,000 naira. So if INEC is also responsible for monitoring the whole process, especially educating people. So it's their responsibility to tell them, if you do this, you can be arrested and you can be fined 500,000. The people that are collecting a thousand naira don't have 500,000, or they don't want to be locked up for years. So if INEC cannot do that in this instance, they are obviously not doing it. We ourselves that we're here talking, or people back home, or we can organize a committee that will go to the grassroots and tell these women and men that are doing these things that, look, if you get caught, it's not small beans, or nobody has 500,000 naira to pay to get you out, or nobody, or do you want to go to prisons? They don't understand. There's impunity. No one thinks they will ever get caught. No one thinks that. If you say, okay, if you kill somebody, you go to prison. How many people you would? You get what I'm trying to say? So basically, they need to understand that is a crime, and we have to be in one way or the other. If INEC is not doing it, to educate them, it is one of their responsibilities. Like one of them. My own opinion, INEC is not even close to preparation. Look at the primaries, how it happened. It's not just on election day that INEC is involved. INEC is involved in checking the political parties, checking the candidates, checking the primaries. Even before they get to the election day, they need to check every process. The primaries, everybody knew that they paid money for it. It was even open, like it's openly stated. It's not like they didn't do anything. So it's very open. And so if the primaries was rigged, that's a big deal, because before you even enter the race, you've already been chased out of it because of corruption. So that's another this thing. How are we now going to help? Okay, by law, every single one of us, if you catch somebody, you can raise a complaint, and when you raise a complaint, you have evidence. For example, if we have one camera in a polling site or polling station, or I was watching something one day, I don't know if it's here or in another broadcast or another thing on YouTube. Someone was saying that he was mobilizing to get drones to monitor the area, because in that place, I watched the Ekiti state this thing. They would vote. After voting, the people that promised them money would be watching them there. After they've watched them, they will now pay them after they've made sure that they voted for the person that they said they will vote. So it's not like they will give you the money and hope for the best. They're actually monitoring it. And after they see proof that you voted, they will now give you the money. So there is a way to monitor these guys and stop them from. And I know that by law, the box should be open. It shouldn't be a secret, this thing. But I think we should think of, or I don't know if INEC, I don't know if anybody here, if it matters, but if there's a way for it not to be completely open, to shield the ballot or the paper going in so they don't see what's happened. Because if these guys are there and they are watching you put the vote, that means your vote is like, I don't know, I'm trying to find the correct words to put it. So not necessarily a secret ballot, because it's not legal, but like a ballot box that is not too exposed, where you can at least hide it, or basically chase those people away. If we're there, there's no way we know what's happening, because there were videos of people like buying the votes there and collecting the money. It was right there in our Korokoro eyes. The cameras caught it. Another thing that is happening that we have hope for, I know there's a lot of fear about this. There's this body called SERAP, something like that. They've told INEC that they have 7 days to come and bring all the people all the parties that were responsible for all the criminalities in the Ekiti State election. So that's hope. there's still a lot of work to be done. And the things that INEC is not doing now, for example, like catching people, we all have rights. Raise a complaint, get evidence. If you have a camera, carry your camera there and stay there and be doing shifts. You record and be monitoring the area with your camera. And then when you want to come and raise a complaint to INEC to say, oh, these guys that were doing this, you have proof to show them. And once you do that, it immediately voids whatever was done. So we still have power. We have the right. The law even supports it. That's my submission. Thank you, guys.
So I want to ask some questions, sir, from the law.
Yes.
Sure.
I want to ask some questions. Sorry, madam. I need some questions. I have some questions for you. Concerning INEC. You talk about the option of jail of 2 years for somebody who collect money.
Yeah.
My bone of contention there is that what is the jurisdiction of INEC? At what area? Because I know INEC has jurisdiction over their staffs.
Yeah.
They are free staffs that collect money. They can do anything to them. But that's my question number one. The question number two, man. If somebody goes out after voting and they now go out to collect money, of what area can we say that one influence his action, his previous action, compared to what he's doing now? So what I'm saying is that does INEC, again, thirdly, does INEC declaration of a winner in any way jeopardize further action?
Okay.
Should I repeat myself?
So,
Yes, please.
so the first one was jurisdiction of INEC in
Yeah.
what sense?
Yeah, because I know INEC cannot just leave his duty post and go out to somebody who is collecting money in the building and get hold of them and say you're collecting money after voting. No, that person is not coming back again.
Engineer Benga, the first question is jurisdiction of INEC. I think I can help there.
Thank you, sir.
INEC, their responsibility is to monitor and make sure the vote go accordingly.
Smoothly.
And they're also to make sure people vote accordingly.
Thank you.
And also,
there is no discussion online.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
And also, the INEC also have rules because it is their responsibilities. Just allow me, they have rules. They brought out electoral rules and offenses.
Yeah.
So if they are able to bring out these electoral rules and offenses, I think they also have the responsibility, because it is their business now, INEC, voting. I think they also have the responsibility of putting one or two system or procedure on ground to also monitor those that will go against this offense. And that's where the security personnel working perhaps hand in hand with INEC comes in. Because INEC, they are not police, they are not security personnel, but they have rules guiding them. That is why it's also their responsibility to also make sure they have these other sections of people that work with them that will make sure the rules and regulations of voting is adhered to by both the electorate and both the aspirants and otherwise, and both INEC staff. So that
that make election to become free and fair.
And their jurisdiction, if I must go further, as of that moment, as of that election period, INEC is the president of Nigeria. They are working with both me as a voter, the aspirant, the security men that are going to be on ground. So as of that moment, INEC is in charge.
If I may come in, sir, thank you so much for your contribution. Can I just quickly insert something, please?
Yes,
I have voted in Nigeria for a number of times before moving down to the US. What they do, INEC will set a parameters. In that parameters, they only have 2 persons at the polling booth. One will be doing accreditation, the other will be doing the biometrics. They have other 2 persons also that will be controlling the line. So at the end of the day, they have one policeman in each of the polling units that will be maintaining laws and all that. Another security agency, they have a joint force anyway. But they also have some kind of security men who are outside of the parameter the INEC have drawn. Those security men might be with weapon, but the one inside the polling unit don't have weapon. The point here is that INEC duty is not for INEC duty to go and start searching people buying votes. Look at where they buy these votes. They will go outside of INEC parameters and start selling votes outside.
Thank you. That's why I said the jurisdiction.
Shobala, please. We all. I'm a Nigerian, and I've been there all my life. And for your information, for your information, most times after several voting, one or two, I stopped voting. I became an observer, an INEC observer. That is to tell you that I always go from polling booth to polling booth on election day with their sticker on my neck, observing whatever is happening there.
Yeah.
So, from what you are saying, sir, Tiobala,
Yeah,
we're almost saying the same thing, but we don't need to confuse ourselves.
No, it's the same thing.
what I'm
We are
saying
saying, no, please, sir, you said this before when you spoke. You are still coming back to the same thing. You just told us that INEC have 1 or 2 or 3 persons. No, they have more. They have more. During accreditation, somebody's accrediting you, somebody's marking you, somebody's checking you, and during voting, somebody gives you the slip, another person. See, what Miss Ugo said is what you should have done. And what Ugo said is actually happening. Is secret open ballot. Why is it secret open ballot? You are looking at the person voting, but you are not supposed to see who and how the person drops. The moment you are looking at the person voting,
they are
you
not
are seeing
looking
the
at him. No,
hold on.
they don't.
So listen to me. You, from whatever parameters, you are seeing the person going to the ballot box. It's secret open. You are not supposed to be very close to that person, one. And you are not supposed to see what the person is dropping. Because the person just, where you are supposed to vote, you are supposed to be backing the people. When you mark, you fold, and you put, it's far away from the people. It's open secret. They are not supposed to know what you are doing because of they collide, because of negligence, because of some of them know what they do. They see these things. They see when people startly mark and showing it to their agent to show that yes, you pay me, it's PDP and mark stylishly. They won't say they don't see these things.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. See,
Can I
They won't say
respond
they
to
don't.
his question?
Yes, you can respond.
Okay, the issue, I didn't really get the second one, but I'll start with the first one and I'll ask about the second one again. So the issue of jurisdiction. So the 1999 Constitution established INEC. Now, INEC is a body under the Constitution, so it is as powerful as, I don't know, Land Act. Do you understand? So that body that is established now has a law that governs it, and that's the Electoral Act. That Electoral Act, whatever INEC wants to do, INEC has a fund, and that fund is what pays for the staff and everything. So that fund on its own is established by the Electoral Act for INEC. So if INEC tomorrow says, I want my own police, they can just change it in their acts. Is that easy? So basically, the jurisdiction, if it is a local government election, they are there. Presidential, they are there. State, they are there. They have jurisdiction as long as it pertains to this thing. So if somebody goes outside, INEC has the power, whether they're working with the police or whatever body they want to work with, they can send their agents to those people, to their houses, to whatever, if they want to exercise that right. So they have total jurisdiction because it's established by the grand norm. That's our constitution. So they can go anywhere and they can work with anybody as long as they're giving authority to, for example, Mr. Lefty, when you were wearing their observer this thing, if they gave you authority to go and look at those people, they all catch them, whatever, at that point, you are an agent of INEC, working in your capacity at that moment, you have that right to go there. So yes, you have the jurisdiction, but we're not just exercising it. So the third one, I don't know the second question. The third one is, I think you said something about after INEC has called the election, can you still query it? Yes. I said earlier that you can raise a complaint with your and tell when you raise a complaint, they can investigate it. The investigative bodies. Also, you have the courts. You can also, if you have evidence, even if the guy is already there, you can query his legitimacy because you have the evidence, and you can do it at any point in time. So you can either go through raising a complaint or like something like a petition, or you can go to court. So yes, whether
Miss Ugo,
yes.
Miss Ugo, thank you very much. This is Machiavelli. You see, you just lay down some things out of what the Constitution has given. We have been preaching about the Constitution here. Some people say it was wrong. We have had a lot. Now, you have given us now that this is what it states there. Now, looking at what INEC is, that jurisdiction, that Constitution gave right to INEC to exercise his right. You know, inside there, INEC has not exercised their right. They have always suppressed the people, even when the people complains. Now, look at it on this way. It means that is a violation of the rule of law. That's number one. Number two, you said they can go to the court, which is the judicial arms of government. Now, looking at what all the complaints since 1999 to date, we've been accusing INEC of not being, transparent, and there's a lot of electoral malpractices. They don't want to, and even if you take it to the court, it's not being adhered to. Some of this, even our judicial system is also being truncated, whereby some of this executive arm of government infiltrating the judicial arm of government because of their power. So what do you call that? Is that not a violation under the rule of law, whereby these organs are not being independent, as we call it? This is where our problem lies. Don't you as a lawyer now, looking at it on the legal way, is that not a violation under the rule of law?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Machiavelli. It is, yeah. So
yes,
may I weigh in, please?
I think she wants to respond.
To it? Okay.
Yeah. Go on, Miss Ugo.
All right. So basically, I said something. There's this body called the Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project. I don't know how to pronounce their short form. They've already come out because they saw with their korokoro eyes that it was everywhere. Everybody knew that people were buying votes. And they have told INEC, we give you 7 days. Usually when you want to take a legal action, you give the people that you're going to sue like 7 days, 14 days, depending on what the law says, and for them to respond or do what you say. And then if not, you can carry ahead to the court or to the electoral bodies, and then you can start a claim. The thing is, we don't exercise our rights. Is it legal for somebody to kill you? No, but everybody's dying in Nigeria. But if you then don't do anything about it, we need, like, for example, when you don't even know what your rights are, what you can do, you wouldn't even do anything. Now we know that, okay, we have a right to raise the complaint. Our job now, in my own opinion, I don't know everything. This is my own small mind saying, not small, but like, this is my own opinion. But for example, if we can mobilize a force to gather evidence and be watchful and monitor, do you get? So when it's time, if anything happened, we have proof. We can go to a body like this social economic people, for example, or we can collectively, as a representative action. For example, if I want to go to court about this thing, Mr. Lefty, Mr. Machiavelli, we want to complain about the same thing. We don't have to go one after the other. We can go straight to the Court of Appeal. If we can go straight to the Court of Appeal, fight together as a representative action. After that one, we can also move to the Supreme Court if we don't like what the Court of Appeal said, and we can go to the Supreme Court. So there are laws and they are enforceable. As a lawyer, it's just very easy for me to prepare my documents, draft what I saw, bring my evidence, my camera, or all those things, and show that so and so at this. in the videos I saw, they actually had the paper there with their names, with their numbers, their electoral numbers, the police, everything. They had a small jotter. It was on channels, and I saw it. So that one alone is proof, and we have proof that EFCC collected it. We can just petition that thing that EFCC collected is evidence. It's not EFCC's property. If you want that evidence, you can ask. You can subpoena EFCC. When you subpoena is like by force, by fire. You are required to bring that thing that we saw you
Under oath.
Yes, you bring it like that with that document. You bring it and you give it to the court. The court looks at it and says, okay, this is it. Do you understand? So we have rights and we have laws. It's just for us now to open our korokoro eyes as young people, carry cameras there or watch by ourselves and capture this evidence. And there is nothing that speaks more than pictures and videos these days. You get? So we have these rights. Yeah.
Sorry, the reason why I'm so happy because you spoke about subpoena. A lot of concerns Nigerians they don't understand it. You might say that you are putting a little bit of what this is what we call areas of specialization. This is your area of specialty, and you are using it to educate the Nigerians, which we know. The issue of that subpoena you call is by fire by force. I have been saying it right from day one on this place that a lot of people don't actually know that subpoenas. Most of these are our House of Rep members. They don't really use these languages because you know why? They don't want the people to know the power behind this thing. Because if they know all these powers, they are going to be afraid because the citizens must know that they have the right to subpoena these people to call them, because under oath, if you lie under oath, you are going to face justice. Because the reason why we don't understand this is because this set of executive arm of government, they have overshadowed all these things and prevent the Nigerians, the citizens, not to exercise that. Because they know it. Because some of them will go to jail. And that is why. And I'm happy now that a lot of us here are bringing our specialty to educate Nigerians on what needs to be done to enable us to have a good and clear system of government. Thank you.
Sorry, sir. I think Mrs. Barrister.
Yes.
Are you still there?
Yes, I am, sir. Yes.
Yeah, I want to actually the third question is you have already modeled it together with some of your answers. That's why I don't want to bother you again.
Sir, there is something I just
sorry, sir.
Mr. Engineer. I just want to quickly bring in this because we are talking about subpoena and not subpoena. I want to quickly help this in these Ekiti elections. I saw that same video that we are talking about subpoena and not subpoena. I want to quickly bring to our notice that even the subpoena, they are already defending this person. Listen to this. Following a tip-off, operations of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Saturday, arrested one Mr. Demola Ojo for inducing votes at Ola Oluwa Muslim Secondary School, Ado Ekiti. A party agent at the polling unit, Babajide Adebayo, popularly known as Bishop in the vicinity, confirmed that Ojo is a PDP member, but denied that he was listening. Inducing voters, even denied that he was even though he had a large stash of cash in his possession. Adebayo said when EFCC people came, somebody pointed, you see the alibi. Listen, somebody pointed at Ojo, who was standing alone. Listen, no alibi. We are just coming to subpoena.
Yeah.
There was nobody with him. Listen, no, there was nobody with him. He was not talking to anybody or giving money to anybody. Listen, he was arrested and whisked away. Ojo is an engineer. Do you hear that? Just like Benga. And whisked away. Ojo is an engineer. He came to work. Yeah, he came to work in Ekiti, but have made calls to tell our leaders about arrest. You see, when we say subpoena, why Nigeria problem is very difficult. Why sometimes the EFTC will compromise after collecting money. You see, for people to come with cameras, just like Ms. Ugo have just said, because I have been an observer, I've been there, I knew what I have seen while trying to gather evidence. At a point, I was almost being whisked and even being lynched at a polling unit at Opoji. What saves me was that the main emperor that the talks were working for, the police were all there. They were all collecting money from this emperor. The joint task force were there. They gave this emperor, he settled all of the money. When the boys, I didn't know they were watching my style, I didn't change style. Trying to hide my phone. I was trying to, they say, no phone, no phone. I was holding my phone. They pinned on me and later caught me red-handed. But before they could know it, before they could decide on me, I'm a man that is connected stylishly. I just told them, you can't do nothing to me. Look, I am working, I'm here on official duty. And again, see that your guy, I want to see him. I don't want to mention him here. When I got to him and I told him who he is, and I remember him something, and I said, no, this is not my person. Really, am I his person? No. I've helped in one occasion or the other. I reminded him. I said, look, he said, no, now. He said, okay, we understand. Bring out your phone. Just delete whatever you have. If not, say you be my person. What you foresee here if you not come on here? So I just want to draw our attention to how Suprema, why Suprema and no Suprema does not work. I'm talking from experience. I'm talking
You're talking right.
Yeah.
You're talking right.
I'm talking from the this police, the people we call police, they are working for some people, group of people. They've collected too much. They've been entertained. They've been given money. They are just there to protect this candidature. If it is APC or PDP that give them this money, they are actually there for these people to cover them up. Why the INEC staff in that area? I'll tell you what happened after my report. If you see the report I wrote, you won't believe it. That polling unit, that center was cancelled. Was cancelled. I am saying it here live.
My brother, yeah, don't go too far. Like I told you, I was also I was once a PO. Later, I became a polling booth officer, and we worked at one place at one of the area in the Kitipupa after this riverine area. When we got there, they used a boat to take us down to where we're going to supervise the voting. When we got there, they warned us. Even before we got there, they warned us. The INEC staff warned us. The supervisor warned us that where we are going, whatever they ask us to do, do it, so that you can come back alive. And when we got there, I mean, it's at the center, river here, river there, river, and I'm not a swimmer. I didn't know the swim.
That's Akutobu area.
Thank you. When I got there, immediately the boat that took us down there left, and we were left alone. And I look at the river here, I look at the river there, I say, okay, my life is in Jesus Christ's hand. So, and I don't want to toy with it. So when they came, at the end of the way, we were about to finish the voting, they came. They ride on a flying boat and they came. They said, just give us the ballot box. And they do sorting. They take that one away and bring another one. Not on these days anyway. It was in those days when voting are counted on based on the paper inside the box. Now, what I'm trying to say, we have a lot of things to do, sir. Let me just chip in this one before I go. The barrister have just said his own part. My guy have just said his own part. Now let me just chip in this one. Nigeria is not a country that whatever we are doing sometimes, if we don't back it with action, it doesn't go like that. If actually the youth want changes, we must start by now. I wrote a WhatsApp message to you, sir. Whether you read it, I don't know.
Okay, let me check.
I said, if you like Obi, if those of us in this platform really like Obi, in the next 8 months, there won't be election. Maybe by August, campaign will start. And now we have started earlier. And you know, when you start with your strength earlier, your strength will may diminish at the time you need it most. And then the opposition will now start afresh with all money and everything. So I now said, let us draw a plan right now. Let us follow the plan until the end of the election. Let us stretch the plan so that every time the action will continue to bubble the way it is bubbling now until the end. If there is a scissor at the middle or at the point, Nigeria quickly forgetting things. They will not remember that Obi is there again. Those who bring money will be their next line of action. So we must continue. The tempo must continue, or we relax now and pick up the tempo again, maybe in August, and continue with that. And some of us that are away here, that have opportunity of traveling in and out, please, I have a voter's card here. I think I used to carry that on. Maybe I should, but I will show you next time. It's in the second post. I have my voter's card.
Always with me.
It's with me. I have my NIA here. I have my voter's card. I have my driving license. Everything, I have them. So those of us who are here, who may have the opportunity of traveling in and out, let us take time. The money will not kill us. Let's go in. Do not forget that once you fly in, you alone, you are not the only person that will cast your vote. The moment they see you, your family sees you, you may likely have another 10 people to join you. Multiply that 10 by the number of people that will travel, it may make a meaning. Please, these are some of the things we need to be campaigning here on this line. And the other one is that the issue of law or no law, no law. If you are not there, Nigeria, look, when people are talking about right or no right, is there any right in Nigeria, sir? Does anybody have any right in Nigeria unless you have money, unless you are very popular, unless you are person who, no, right that they can finish overnight. They only need to call themselves, they are in group. I don't want to use courts because we're in the open media. So they are in groups, they know themselves. Some of them meet in the afternoon. They may not even greet each other in the afternoon, but in the night, they are friends. So you and me will be sleeping at that time. So, but the only right we have is that if we vote, make sure that all these things that we're saying now, vote buying, this and that, we restricted them. We make sure that they don't happen wherever we are. If you vote, stand there until the vote is counted. Then you can now go home. When you know the result, you can go home. Otherwise, even in the kitchen, upon the vote transmission, is there no ballot paper snatching there? Was there no one there? We saw it on the media that they destroyed the buses. The youth have a lot to do. You just have to hijack. If you want to hijack, there is a lot to do. Please let us endeavor to travel home.
Sir, you are very right. Sir, you are right, because this is what we have been hammering on this same platform for years now. We've been hammering it. It's not just about Obi, it's about our fundamental right as citizens to take back control, to put things where in our system. That is what we have been doing.
Mr. Machiavelli, I thought Mr. Andrew wanted to ask a question. Can he ask now so that we move down to the new panelists?
I said I wanted to weigh in
I'm
into
here.
the issues.
I'm here. I've not seen nothing.
Okay, I'll yield the floor to the person who has never said anything. I yield the floor to you, please.
No, sir. Go ahead. Just say I know that
like what the elderly man said, keeping up momentum. Keeping up momentum is very important. We started early, and I also believe that there is no way we are going to relax. We may have started early, but the energy, I believe, is still there by the special grace of God. I also acknowledge what the learned colleague the lady have chipped in as well, complained, subpoena, everything. these things should be done. We should file complaints. We should do whatever we have to do. Little drops of water, they say, makes a mighty ocean, and it's gonna, with time, it's gonna pick up. That being said, my focus is still us, the presidential election, and reason is this: that Peter Obi stated that he was impeached, and he was in court for 3 years, and at the end of the day, he was reinstated back as a governor of Anambra State. Now, he's not the only man that is going to do the job should he become a president. But when he becomes a president, or the president of Nigeria, I believe he's going to try to sensitize or sanitize both the executive, judiciary, and the other arms of government. It will face challenge. And when we start to see these triple changes, or we may call it trickle changes or whatever it is coming in, then I believe most Nigerians will have that confidence to say, yes, I can file a complaint and my complaint will be taken serious. I can go to court and my matter will be taken serious. I can do this and this. Those who knows me knows that I file complaint here. I mean, if I need to file complaint, I am going to file complaint. If I need to go to court, I mean, I represent myself in one or two issues if need be, and friends, whatever it is. We need to try our possible best to maintain the momentum and put that man there by God's special grace, so that it can help us to steer the ship. I often tell my friend that if the train has derailed, you look at the train very well. Look at the damage that has happened to the train. Can we bring the train back on track and take it back to where it's going to repair? If the train cannot, we need to find a way to fix the train or whatever it is. The train has not derailed in Nigeria. I mean, the train has derailed, but it has not damaged. It has not completely damaged. We can bring it back on track, and we continue the journey. In the process of continuing the journey, we repair things along the way as we go to that final destination, if any. So I am still gonna appeal again. All observation or point noted. But we need a man on the top there that understands these needs and understand the people and understand the rules of law to be able to get things right. Because if the head, they said, if it's good, the entire body, people will fall into shape. I strongly believe that. They'll make his life miserable, but I don't see him as one who is going to give in. And we will reap the benefit of everything that we work for today. I yield the floor back to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back to our panelists for those that just came in that have not spoken. Like after Mr. Modai came in, Modai, are you with us?
Yeah.
Yes, please talk to us, Modai.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I really appreciate all the contribution and all the opinions. It's all very, very important. Yes, and somebody said that we all know that the rule of law doesn't work in our dear country. That is the truth. Well, anything we are saying today is all still going to lies on mobilization. Because if we wait after election, after everything, we start going to court. Nigeria doesn't obey that. I'm from Benue State, right? But look at what happened in Imo State. How they remove somebody and put, what's the name? Hope as their governor. INEC did nothing. They just make the statement and they use the man in the Supreme Court to remove a sitting governor and put somebody who took fault. So you can see that going to court doesn't mean anything to them. It's not working. And INEC, me and you know, we don't have to live in denial. Me and you know that INEC belongs to the ruling party. Look at all the deadlines INEC set. Other parties obeyed their own, but the ruling governance party did not, and they were able to push INEC. So the same thing happened. Look at what happened in Ekiti. So, and people have been saying, people have been mobilized, people have been educating, and yet the police, the security agencies, they work for the governing body. Me and you know that. That is why APC is boasting of 2023 election, because they know the INEC chairman belongs to them, whether you like it or not. That is the way it works. During Jonathan time, Jonathan have Jega in his disposal to sack him or not to sack him. But Jonathan decided to do the right thing. That is why Jonathan lost that election. But this present INEC now is working for APC. That you don't have to deny that. So the only way we can help our country, help our fellow Nigerians that are suffering, is to mobilize and try our possible means to encourage people, not by waiting after the election. Waiting after the election is of no use. It's not going to work. Like I myself, I believe we have to start telling our people, educating people about all these people that are going to Senate, all these people that are going to local government, all these people that are going to House of Representatives, because they are major problems. Supino or no supino, those people there, they know the truth. But when they find their way, what are they doing? They jump ship, jump APC, jump PDP, so that their sin will be protected. So that is it. Before Ekiti election, the APC candidate already knew that he was going to win, whether you like it or not. So that is it. So we have to keep mobilizing people. We have to keep educating people. We have to keep doing that, even if it did not work. Now, it will work. So we will keep on. The fight has already started. As I'm saying, I myself, I'm mobilizing my people. I'm telling them the good and bad part of it. And so many people are yielding to it, starting from my own local government constituency. We are doing a very good job, and we are showing the person that has been represented that he's not going to be there next year. I'm telling you, because they embezzle our constituency money. When they go there, they don't do nothing. So, my dear, we have to continue. That's what I want to say. So, going to court or using your camera, you know that they will not allow you to cover anything. Right? They will not allow you. Even the channel after APC, right? APC primaries. All the videos that they took that day, they edited all of them. They edited all of them where they interviewed them and then asked them, what is the health of Mr. Tinubu that wants to rule Nigeria? That he cannot even hold the flag. 3 people have to support him before he can hold the flag. The video channel showed was a detailed video that did not even show all those actions, but people that have the raw video play it. So that is the way the country works. All these channels in Nigeria, they are working for the ruling governing body. Me and you know that. So the only way we have to do something is to keep on mobilizing people from your own local government, from your own constituency, so that we will get it right.
All right.
That's
Thank
all.
you. Thank you. You said we should continue to let our voice and mobilize. Well, that's a nice one. The next person after you would be no food for lazy, whether not for lazy woman or whether not for lazy man or whether not for lazy people. Me not understand. No food for lazy. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Lefty. It's Brother Nice.
I know it's Brother Nice because you have shown yourself before by almost obstructing me. I know it's you.
So, all right. So I greet all the panelists. You guys have said it all. I want to say, if I said I should speak about INEC. INEC is the property of these two parties, APC and PDP. So coming and let me say the next coming election, Nigerians needs to hold INEC responsible for whatever outcome of that election, because Nigerian youth need to stick to their decision and defend their vote, as like what as that is what like what they did in Edo State. They have to do the same thing. That is the only way out with that INEC, because that INEC, this two-party is their property. So even though you won election, INEC is ready to allocate your vote to one of those two parties, APC or PDP. So the only way to find to really get the true winner of any election is for the people that vote, the electorate, to go with those INEC people to where they are going to vote. They are going to cast that vote and everything. That's the only way they cannot allocate that, because that INEC himself is the institution that is very corrupt. The chairman of that INEC belongs to the same cabal, you know, so there is no trust when it comes to that INEC. The only way you can hold INEC responsible is for the people that will vote. They have to defend their vote. They have to go with them to where they are going to count their vote. That's the only way, just like what they did in Edo State. That's the only way we can get true result from that INEC, because INEC is an institution that is corrupt, like EFCC as well. You know, that is just my opinion.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's talk to the last person that will be talking to us before we go round again and round up. And that's Tony Africa. Tony, please, you try to be very brief. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all. So I've been listening since, you know, I listened to the Miss Ugo's contribution and the Alexis contribution. You see that my people, you see that there is no way out of this problem we have found ourselves right now, because there, it's pointing, every science is pointing at like our vote will never count, because this particular, just according to the last speaker, this INEC belongs to this ruling party and the PDP, which they always cross over to, you know, they belong to them and then the so-called Kaba. So it's very difficult for us to, you know, to find a way out, because and then the government of the day is not showing any sign of repentance, like try to organize things to, you know, to prove us wrong, that because we have voted, you know, there's a vote of no confidence on the system. There is no police in Nigeria, no police. So not to talk of good police. So if you arrest somebody, which police station are you going to take into, or, you know, him or her to? There is no police station in Nigeria, and there is no policeman, no policewoman. All you have is all those gangsters that are guarding the people. Then to the other question again, like Alex was saying today, I want to second that motion also. Like we should allow other people to, you know, to come in and they defend their so-called candidates, because at the end of the day, Peter Obi is a member of the ruling class. So it's not an exemption at all. So there's no exemption among all these political class or gladiators that have been setting us back. So we should allow all of the, like, because Nigeria Watch is, is growing bigger and bigger, more than we ever thought, more than you can ever imagine. So for us to be saying that only Peter Obi supporters should be here, it should, that should be very wrong signal. So we should let to. So I wanted you guys to correct that. Then for the Peter Obi, I listened to the interview today from this guy Rufai's radio station. You can see, so you can see how he was, you can see the shiver. You can feel the shiver in his responses. So he shivers. He shivers because you already know that there are some people that are holding us hostage in this country. That there is always reservation. You see that he shivers when he responds. You see, when they ask him about state police, he's saying that no, that maybe there will be state police. Then at the same time, that there will be federal police. That the federal, only that the governor will, will be nominating or working with the police that have been sent from From the from the federal so-called federal government. So, but what we need to do is that state police is state police. That means it has nothing to do with it has got nothing to do with federal government. That's the position that Peter Obi should be standing for. But for say that he wants state security, and then at the same time that he wants that means it's just like somebody who also like a Tinubu, like a Atiku, like they don't want to be that. Oh, I was once upon a time the president of Nigeria. So there's no difference about them. But right now, what we need is that please, just for the last minute. So what we need now is that we should look at the whole situation in Nigeria right now. What is the most what is the most important issue confronting us? I would say that it's insecurity and economic, and economic. So, but insecurity is the first thing, because when there's security, people can be able to go to their farms, people can be able to go to travel on on the road to their markets, etc., etc. So as a result, that's why I'm rooting without any reservation. I say, so long there is no fair play field for this political process to take place, judging by the fact that they are buying primaries and everything, we should allow people to come and decentralize the system for us, create the 6 zones, just to get started. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Tony, Mr. Leffy, can I ask Mr. Tony one question?
Hello?
Oh yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. With all due respect, you're also entitled to your own opinion. The way you spoke, you're looking at it like it looks as if we're overpowering. We have not letting people who believe that other parties can thrive. They don't say anything here. That is very wrong. One thing I believe is that you have campaigned now for your own principle. I want to ask you 2 questions. You live in a confederal state like Germany.
Yes,
do you enjoy the dividends of democracy there? Yes or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
You
So let me
enjoyed it.
respond.
So hold on.
Okay.
You enjoy the dividends of democracy. This
Yes,
is
sir.
the democracy you never fought for. Did you?
No, I didn't fight for it. It was them Hitler who fought for it.
Okay, you never fought for it. So why do you deem it necessary now that you are telling the Nigerians that they don't know what they are doing, that they should queue? Why do you think that they should queue on your own principle that you are trying to talk? You are diverting from what we have as a topic, but I must bring this to your attention.
Sorry, sir. I'm not look, I'm not an APC man. You see, you need to listen to me carefully.
Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony, before you continue, because Machiavelli is just hammering on one thing, your principal. Who is your principal?
Please, can I say something, please?
Yeah, thank you, sir. I have no principal. I'm not an APC. I'm not a PDP. You remember that's what the area I was going to. That before I dropped that, I said that the country there is no level playing field. So it is a free for all right now. But then I said again, we have to take a second thought or a second look, like what is actually what we actually need right now in the scale of preference. In the scale of preference, what is the most important thing? I said is security, so that people can be able to move about their businesses. And so that is why I said that as long as no difference between the political gladiators, that we should root for the man that we know that is coming to decentralize immediately to create the 6 zones for us. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not a member of. I didn't like Tinubu. I don't like Peter Obi. I don't like Atiku. I don't like any of the gladiators because there's no so there's no level playing field. People should listen carefully. But right now we need the security.
Who do you like?
No, I don't like anyone, but I want anyone of them that we know that is strong enough to come and create that 6 zones without by omission or commission. That's what I'm looking for, because I've sensed a shiver in Obi's responses today, because it's not what he's telling us that he's going to be able to carry out because of the powers that be.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thank you.
May I please respond?
We got you. Yes, I will be. We've all spoken, and I was thinking we're going to get calls, but since calls are not coming today,
please, I wanted to say something, please.
Please, everybody hold on. And please mute yourselves. Where don't want to from Benga? Yes. Yes, it will come. I'm just following I'm just following the rules. I don't want one person to be more audible than the other. We've all spoken. We spoke on the playground and accordingly the way we came in. So what I want to do now is to go all over again, give everybody 2 minutes. Then you can have time to speak whatever you wanted, but this time it will be limited time, 2 minutes, so that we can round up. But meanwhile, within this period, whoever wants to call can call in, take the call. So I will start again from the top, the way I started. I started with Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank, if you are still with us, please, in 2 minutes, talk to us.
Okay, thank you very much. I've been waiting for you to call me since, but now you are giving me opportunity. First and foremost, let me just, I disagree with that, my brother that just said that Peter Obi he was on air with Rufai that talk about the state police that it was waving. Even my brother, I send you the video. I send you the video in your WhatsApp. Watch it again. There's nothing like that. What Peter Obi said is that he wants state police. He wants state police. He go as far to when he was in university, they have security police in the university. So that is, by the way. Let me come the other side of when he was saying, for me, categorically, that man, I believe, is an APC. Because what he started with, like, we are not giving the chance to
We have a caller.
other
Please, just
political people like
Frank,
APC followers, PDP followers, to come in this
Frank.
platform to explain themselves. That is exactly the word to
Frank,
use.
can you hear me?
Let me be clear to you, my dear brother. If you yourself you are not tired of this situation, we find ourselves in the hands of this cabal. Me, I'm tired. I'm fed up. Let's to be sincere to ourselves. Maybe you are one way getting anything from them, because I'm taking this thing direct to you, because I'm not happy the way you speak. Because when you let's say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. Because we all here we are tired. That is I just want to say, my brother, because I'm annoyed. Good night.
Okay, thank you.
Left is Abemo just give you like 2 or 3 minutes. May take your concern. You don't interrupt anybody.
Take go ahead.
Okay. I greet everybody.
Thank you, Smoke.
All I do like around the world. I just called because of what Mr. Tony Africa was saying about Peter Obi, that state police was wavering and all that, because I watched the interview as well. All the answers and all the things that is going to do, he really expand on it. You understand? One thing we have to know, when it comes to security, you don't have to link everything out, what you are going to do, how you are going to do it, and all that. Security have a limit where you can talk. But when it comes to actions, you know how to deal with it. You know, so that is that. State police or whatever is just we go. So that is my contribution. All those negative thoughts, we don't need it now. Who want to be with Peter Obi should be with Obi. Who want to be with APC and PDP can be with them. You understand? Not to come to the platform and discourage people. And all this kind of opinion, it's time we should have to stop it. We are above that in Nigeria because of the problem we have. All this kind is your opinion, is your opinion. I don't think that is very necessary. We need it for now because Nigeria is down when you compare it to other countries. So that's what I have to say, you know.
Who is my caller? Where are you calling from? Your name?
Thank you.
Your name?
I'm calling from UK. I don't like.
Okay.
I don't like wash.
Okay, I don't like wash. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Let me take this caller. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I think I've finished.
Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, my name is Austin, calling from Ireland.
Okay, Austin from Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
That last caller, I don't think the last caller is saying the truth, because I watched that Obi interview. Obi even said that there's somebody that called from I don't know, from another area. He said they should even have the police in other local even state and what level. But even response, yeah, that's very correct. He told the point that's very correct. That even in his days in secondary in university, you have university police. And that's what he wants to bring into Nigeria. I don't know why that guy get his own information. Say, oh, he's shaking for what now? Is he afraid of Nigeria? People should watch the way that they talk to people, please. We are watching the same thing. Why did they get his own information? Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, let me take another call. Yes, caller, please tell us where you call it from and your name. Hello? Caller, you are on. Caller, you are on.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, please, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Delta State, Asaba.
Joseph?
Yeah, I'm calling from Delta State, Asaba.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please mute yourself. Who is that?
The person that was saying that Obi is was kind of shaking when he was kind of trying to ask a question regarding security issues in the country.
Oh, that's good.
Let us meet somebody now.
Yeah, so we're going together. Are we going like this?
That man now
he was trying to say about state and federal making it independent, so that each government can have their own police, so they can be able to reduce tension on the federal. As he was saying something like that. So that's just the reason why I called, so I can just debunk the fact that
okay, thank you very much. Thank you. We have another caller. Let me take this. Okay, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is James from the Netherlands.
Okay, James from Netherlands. Okay, James, talk to us.
Okay, my own contribution is it. Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Yeah, from the Netherlands. My own contribution is it, my brother. Like me, I don't have much to say. The only thing I have to say to every Nigerian, not only the youth. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead. We are listening to you.
Okay. Not only the youth, but every Nigerian, every mindful Nigerian, let us try this man called Peter Obi.
Okay.
Let us try Peter Obi. I think if we try Peter Obi, Peter Obi will bring changes in Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, President, I'm not a Nigerian, actually. I'm from Sierra Leone, based in Netherlands, but I follow everything about Nigeria because I know, in West Africa, Nigeria is I can say it clearly, Nigeria is the father of every country in that Western region. If Nigeria is okay, I believe every West African state will be okay, will be all right.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
But we really, we lack of leaders in Nigeria.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's take this call. Yes, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, please tell us your name, where you're calling from. You are on. Hello, caller. Okay, I think I have to take this call now since you are not talking. Okay, please, caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Yes, we are hearing you. Tell us your name, where you're calling from.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from? What's your name, sir?
Yeah, I'm calling from UK.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is Comrade Omoroye.
Okay, Comrade Omoroye.
Comrade Omoroye. I'm the international coordinator of Dedicated People Movement worldwide.
Okay.
I've been watching your program. I'm so interested to follow it up. And I want to, first of all, thank the panelists, the good work you guys are doing. And the only way we can take it back is all hands must be on deck. And you guys are trying. I commend all your effort.
Thank you very much.
And I want you guys not to relent your effort.
Thank you.
This struggle we are all fighting for is just seen overdue, and the Kaba in Nigeria, there are some certain things as a leader you don't say out.
Yes.
I was listening to one of who was saying they were interviewing Obi to say about security. Actually, Obi has his own secret way of doing something. If you want to talk of how you will deal with security, you don't say it out, because the people that are destroying this country are part of the government. They are a soldier, they are a police. Once you lay your strategy out, they will not allow you to get there. Okay. Not to talk of executing it.
Okay.
So there are some little things you can say, but don't say all your strategy. Let it be with you. Even your wife, you don't tell it. But once you click that power, you will tell them that you know what to do at any point in time.
Okay.
Like I have said once again, I thank you all for what you are doing. And we are also trying our best to see how we can partner with Niger Watch to see how we can, our voice can be heard and how we can direct the narrative in Nigeria, the political situation. Because the way it is now, the people there, when you say good money in Nigeria, and if you don't give money, nobody answer. They all believe in money. But I thank God that the youth are waking up now. So I think we should all take advantage of this. I encourage them more to do more.
All right, thank you.
And on our side, we are also trying to see how we can work with the labor executive. In fact, I spoke with the national chairman of labor today. I know everybody. I can confirm to you that I was part of those who supported Buhari when he was coming in 2015. I personally invited him to UK here, Tinubu and all the political class through their organization. They came to meet us. Buhari was here. They didn't send somebody. They were with us for 3 days here. I sent the video to Niger Watch. I think what is his name?
Elvis.
The guy that is originally the owner of I sent the video. He has the video, and but right now we regretted supporting Buhari. We thought when Buhari was coming, we have some Messiah. We didn't know that he's a destroyer. And I can assure you that they've been trying to call us for support, but we don't listen to them. But who we are now paying at under now is Peter Obi.
Okay, thank you very much.
He knows how to manage money, and we will encourage him.
Thank you very much. Let me take one more last call. This call. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Let me take the last call now, and that will be the end for the calls. Okay, caller, please tell me where you're calling from. Hello. And tell me your name. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, we are listening to you. Where are you calling from? And what's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Chuzoba from Anambra.
Okay, Chuzoba.
Yeah.
Talk to us from Anambra. Talk to us.
Yeah, I wanted to say that like that's I've noticed that I've been trying to get my PVC now. I've just registered. That I've noticed like a huge uprising like when it comes to the youths in like trying to get their register and get their voters card for one major region, which is P2B.
Yes.
But one thing is that like as in I have noticed that like INEC is really setting back the kind of like the amount of people they can register per day. Whenever we go there, they can only register 120 people. Imagine that, whereby like as in each point where people register can only register 120 people, and the process is so slow that the people get so frustrated and leave, and they don't want to get their PVC anymore. That is what we have noticed in this system, whereby like INEC is registering people. If you go to Lagos now, you see that there's a lot of people that want to get their PVC, but I don't think that they'll be able to even get it.
Okay.
So it's not just the people that are trying to get their PVC now. The people needs to always have their PVC. That's just the thing. Because now, even I feel like I see the politicians know that they have no price. They will really want to get this thing. Because I don't know this. They even give you so much children. I don't want to say, but that's what I'm saying. Which small children, which are not even supposed to be registered.
Okay.
So, and why is 20? And you have to come by 6. That's how hard it is. Okay. And you have to wait until 8 before they come to you.
All right.
You come by 6, you write your name, and they're not.
Okay.
It's just so easy to process.
All right.
We cannot go anywhere like this.
Yes.
We can't go anywhere.
I get it.
Outside the country cannot go. I like that. You have to
All right.
Change a lot of things.
All right, thank you.
You have changed a lot of people's mindsets. You have changed a lot of people's character, changed a lot of people's behavior. So that's what voting for P2B represents. Represents like as in Nigeria taking another direction.
Chizoba, thank you. We got all what you've just said. Thank you very much. We will also see to that. Thank you. Let me go back to my panelists of today. I want to quickly address something. You see, everybody is very important in this broadcast, in this program. We don't relegate people. We allow people to say their heart, and we allow people to say what they feel. Freedom, that's what we stand for. But if not that, Tony Africa said all this. You see, he provoked so a lot of people that they didn't want to call him before. They started calling. You see how important Tony Africa is to us. He provoked people. He just provoked you to come out and say what we want to hear. And what we want to hear is what we've been saying. You see, everybody that calls him says the same thing. They didn't go down with Tony Africa. They are going down with the same thing we'll be saying. So I see no reason why anybody here, any of the panelists here will be annoyed to say that what's that man saying? He has no right to say that. Why can he come and be saying all these things? Let him say what he wants to say. He's even helping us because what he just said brought out, if he's listening to what people are saying now, all the callers called in because of his comment. That's for him to know that what he said is on his own alone. Which, yes, he's on his own alone. He's just there for himself alone. So he's also very, very important. Now he knows what he said. He's on his own alone. Everybody called, nobody supported you. That's to show that what he just said wasn't right about Peter Obi. You cannot equate Peter Obi to every other one of them. He may be made from the system, but you can see he's different from among all of them. You, according to you, don't trust nobody. We never ask you to trust nobody. In fact, don't trust no human being. Even me, don't trust me. But we are saying we need somebody that will come and rescue the country. The topic of today, sir, is how prepared is INEC. And now you can hear since Peter Obi came up, people that didn't want to be part of electoral process before, people that didn't want to vote, they don't want to have even anything to do with Nigeria electoral process. They are all going to the polling booth now to want to register to get their PVC. That's what brought me to the topic. How prepared is INEC? You can see what is happening. Is INEC actually prepared? Some people say yes. If they are prepared, they should be able to accommodate the people that are coming out to say they want to get their registration. Why are they stylishly de-emphasizing them under the guide of unnecessary excuse? We have 2 machines. We have no network. We have then who do you blame? Why would they not continue to make sure everybody's registered? Why? It is their right. Yes, it is their right. According to the last caller now is just screaming that they have too lot of people, and the lot of people are still not being able to register. Why? It's not like people are not coming out and you say, they don't want to register. But if it is in the north, nobody's complaining. They know that they are out, they are not getting registration. Have anybody had anything like that? That in the north, they want to register no machine. This is my reason I picked this topic. It's a very sensitive topic. Lagos, they don't want to register people because they know these people registering now for Peter Obi. It is clear. In the East, they don't want to register people. Before now, the East said, no registration, go. We don't believe in Nigeria. But now, they saw the change. They're no longer saying they are not going to register. No more killing at the police center. They want to be part. They want to be involved. And when they are involved, this sectionality will go down. When things are right, how prepared is INEC? So let me go back to my panelists. So, Tony Africa, you just listen to yourself again and listen to people. It's a democratic. No, I didn't call you to talk. I only just advising you that when talking in the public, you should at least try to also listen to people. Try to look at the coast and say it the way it is, not the way you just feel because you want so. Say it the way it is. Everybody watched that program, and people. Nobody is saying he was. According to you, I don't want to remember the language you used. All right, I'll go back to my panelists, and I want to tell Frank, for you to be so the way you spoke after Tony, I would say you need to learn how to deal with people. Everybody cannot be you. Everybody cannot talk like you. You should be able to listen to everybody and carry them along and put them in their perspective. I also respect their view. Anybody can say whatever they want to say, but prove them wrong with superior argument, just the way we did to Tony now. So Frank, the way you spoke, you spoke with too much emotions, and that was just not too good. You don't know Tony. We know Tony is our member. We know him. We know how he talks, and we are proud of him. He's our brother. He's part of us. So we'll go back to the next person that is supposed to. Tiobala, please. 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much. Hope you can hear me clearly.
Very clearly.
Yeah, going back to the topic, how prepared is INEC? Over the year, the method which we have been using in monitoring election, like I said before, is not feasible. I think it will be proper now if you go by record we have today. We have about 176,846 polling units across the federation.
Please, please.
Who is that?
Address that person now. Who is that?
Who is that?
Can I just plead for apology, please? Because
No,
okay,
no.
go on.
Frank, no problem. No. Frank, you've said what you have said, and we understand. We don't need your apology. We are okay. We are very okay. We didn't say you did anything wrong. We never accused you of anything. No, we don't no goddamn apology. We are good to go. So, Theobala, go ahead.
Okay, as I was saying before, thank you so much, Frank. I know really you need a better Nigeria. May God continue to bless you. Like I said before, we have about 176,846 polling units across the federation, and we have about 36 states or thereabouts for the state capital. But now, I will advise the INEC, to deploy this drone technology that will be able to monitor this election. They can give feedback. Then, even those people who are buying votes, they can be able to capture them. They will have a clear evidence to be able to, fight against all these evil practices. So sending just an observer around the polling unit, it will not be okay. And that thing can also help our security system. If this thing can work during election, definitely our police can be using it to do surveillance across the state, to pocket all this insecurity happening around within the state and across the nation. So I think that would be very, very okay. And regarding Peter Obi statement, I think that guy is so unique, very unique, that you cannot even compare it with any other candidate in this current election we are going to be conducting right now. He's so unique in the sense that he states how things is going to be done. In everywhere, we have what we call state police. In that case, we also have what we call federal police. So the state police can be controlled by the state. The federal also have his own police as well. So I see anything wrong with that. And some people are coming around to let us know that all the politicians, they have the same class. They have the same class, so that they'll be able to group everybody together. And that's okay. Since they have the same class, let's just go and vote anybody. So we Nigerians, we are not fools. Nigeria, 200 million Nigeria, they are not fools. To be able to just governance around a single person, which is Peter Obi, and this is a person who is not giving money. This is a person who is not even talking about anything, bribing or so. So Nigeria just naturally love him. So you coming or anybody across the nation telling us that this person is this, in short, we already know the person of Peter Obi, and it's the right person we need right now. And he spoke about the issue of agitation, which is in a normal democratic system. It is
2 minutes. The 2 minutes, please.
Okay, is in a normal democratic system is normal, but negotiation is very important, which I already spoke about. But I see no reason for that. Please, let's try pressure INEC to be able to do this election and monitor the process accordingly. Use different technologies, to be able to handle this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Machiavelli, please utilize your 2 minutes and please be very strict and brief.
Yeah, thank you very much. I so much appreciate this opportunity you're giving me for these 2 minutes. Well, I've got not much to say because I've spoken a lot and I have told the people what the right decision is. INEC need to know what they are there for, and they cannot hold the people to ransom. You just heard somebody calling from Anambra and saying this is what they do. This is a tactic. This is called voter suppression. I have been calling this thing for long, and I know you can bear me witness, the moderator, that these people are going to try all means to suppress the voters. But Nigerians, you must resist them. It is your right. The democracy we have give room for this. They cannot tell you what they want you to do. You have to tell them what you want them to do for you as the citizen. Please don't be carried away. We will not stop this cry. We will not stop this fight. This is a fight for our freedom, and this is a fight for our rule of law to stay. This is a fight for our constitution to to supersede every of them that are using the constitution and using it to claim their assets just because to their own selfish interest. It is high time we tell them it's our right. We will never be afraid. It is no retreat, no surrender. Obi, we move. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. That was very brief. We'll now go back to Engineer Benga.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I will be very brief, but let me start with Peter Obi. Peter Obi is an elite, very analytical. Whenever I'm listening to his speech or whenever he's delivering speeches, I think it's very analytical enough and very precise, and his focus cut across almost part of the world. He can compare notes easily. Be as it may, I foresee him coming in as the next president, but not without any problem. Because the Bible says we are not fighting the blood and the flesh. I mean, we are not fighting the flesh alone, but those who are fighting are the principalities. These are the people that Obi is facing now. And not Obi alone. We, the entire youth, we are joining Obi in fighting the cause. And these people will not want to relent. They want to relax and say that Obi take it at a good way. No, that is that. So Obi should just please, for now, be very conscious of his manifesto and reserve his executional plan. Underline, Obi should be very careful about his manifesto releases and be very reserved about his executional plan. Now, because these people they will be looking at where he will talk that we have fed their wet, and they can do anything to stop whoever want to affect them. That's that. There's a note of warning. Well, I've said it earlier. Voters should be ready this time around, especially the youth. Vote and stand by your votes. There must be campaign mobilization. Now, all youth should go out as I'm campaigning, both at the marketplaces, house to house, center to center. Then during the time of the general campaign, there must be enough mobilization, crowd pulling, so that they will know Obi should intimidate them with crowd to crowd. Let their crowd, when they see crowd behind Obi, and they know that majority of them, about 90% of them are youth, they'll be well intimidated. And to rig the election will be very difficult for them because they know the youth have the strength to go along with violence. If it's violence or violence, the youth have the strength to face them. Then they will be worried. But if they don't see anybody behind him during the campaign, they may rely on that and recruit the same youth to face those who are in support of him.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, we don't have Agbe here. We don't have Alex here. We don't have Andrew here. We don't have Andre here. We still have Miss Ugo. Miss Ugo, please utilize your 2 minutes.
And
Okay. I was going to, when I heard the person with T saying something about Mr. Obi, I was going to say something about it, but a lot of people have already clarified what he meant was, for example, now currently the IGP seems like he's the all powerful. If anything happens, like one time there was a governor, that the president didn't like. I can't remember who the president was and who the governor was. He basically ordered all the police to get out of the state, and the person was left there. So what he was saying is everybody has a right to be protected, including the state, including the federal, as low as the grassroots and the local government, and even his universities in Anambra. Anyways, that's by the way. My last point is what elderly man that asked me a question said. We need to keep our momentum, and I also feel like we need to educate people. Like campaign, I'm seeing it online. Everybody's campaigning. We should also campaign to the grassroots and tell people that it's a crime. And if you get caught, if you put the fear of getting caught into people's head, it will reduce it by half, and the people that would ordinarily want to collect money to vote for another person would just drastically reduce. So I wish everybody well and have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we still have Modai? No, Modai
Yeah,
is no more. Is Modai still here?
Lucky is still waiting.
Lucky, don't worry. I know you, Lucky and Mr. Jimo. I know when you call me. I'm just coming to get to you. I've already started from the people we have here before. Don't worry, don't worry. I know. I'm here. I'm the anchor and the monitor. I see every you. I see every you. So, Asad Modai. No food for. Do we still have Brother Nice? No, he's gone. Okay, that's good. Brother Nice is gone. And Tony Africa, you
Yes, sir.
utilize your 2 minutes. Utilize your 2 minutes, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, this lady there, my sister there, Ugo, for helping me out there, and then Omoruyi for making me know that this guy don't have to expose all his plans, at this stage, So I'm not against this guy. We are all aiming at the same direction, but from different angles. So what my son was trying to point out just now was exactly how it stood. Like Obi was saying that when he was a governor, he didn't like the police commissioner's behavior. Then he said to ask the federal government to change it. That was that at that level that there will be state security system, but the federal government police will federal government police will still be there. Not like as it is in a in a federal state. In the federal state of Germany or in the USA, those federal police, they are present only at the train stations and the other strategic area. So that when the problem is too much, they can call out for them. But Obi was saying that there will still be commissioners be nominated by the federal government, which is very wrong. So when we say state police or devolving of power, it should be devolving of power. So, but if my brother Amoru, you say that this guy don't have to expose everything, that's okay. That's by the wayside. It's okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for that one. Then lastly, on the question of refinery of this strategy, what do you call it? Is it subsidy? Subsidy. This guy was not also very straightforward. He said that they are going to that the current status quo is not correct. You see, by the amount of liters or whatever that be used daily compared to the amount they are paying. So you should have said that Nigeria have no reason to be paying for using a subsidy. What you need to say is like Ejina Bega is there, like myself also, so we are technically, we are technically, oriented. What we have to say is that we must refine our products, but immediately. That's what ought to be coming out of any good candidate right now. So because so that we don't lose the bad products that are accompanying these our products that we are that we're exporting abroad to be refined and brought back home. That's the truth.
Thank you.
Tony, he said he will remove subsidy, but removing subsidy, we need a gradual process.
No, he said I'm going to reduce it. No, but there's nothing to talk about subsidy. Should have said that, okay, so long as he said that subsidy was a scam, create refinery immediately. Engineer Benga is there, and myself, we are engineers. We know that we can do that within 6 months. We can also distill our waters from the even for the Atlantic Ocean, salt water. We can distill them and give people water to drink. Good night, sir.
Yes,
yes,
Tony,
yes, sir.
Before you go, I just want you to. You are correcting somebody that have been in the system, that know some of this trick, that know the politicking. We say he's coming to rescue Nigeria. When you say rescue, it's a systematic thing.
Okay,
it's not the way these people have been saying it, Mr. Tony. He cannot tell you, I will come and fix the refinery. He knows he's going to fix it. That's the rescue mission.
You did too much. You did too much. Thank you very much, sir. You did too much.
It's all right. Thank you.
Where's it?
Is anyone hearing anything?
Yes. No, I'm not hearing anything.
We can't hear. We can't hear you, leftist.
Lucky Raf can go. Lucky Raf, please. 2 minutes. We are rounding up. After you, Jimo, then Kenny, the Dolite.
Good evening, Niger Watch, and good evening, my people.
Thank you.
I would like us to first, before I continue, I just want to ask all of us a question, because I keep thinking these students that are sitting at home for a long time, how can a student who is sitting at home all this month be thinking about voting the same people that put them in the same condition? It's difficult to understand. When I watch and see them dancing to the same cabals, the same group of people that render Nigeria useless. That is one. Two, about the policing, to our brother Tony. This is not the first time Mr. Obi talk about security. I want you to get something clear about his what he's talking about. First, like he said in Anambra, Anambra is very dangerous, the dangerous city in Nigeria. When he came in, what he did is he moved police from the state down to the communities. Every community have 2 pickup and the head of security in every community coming to town to the state. They report based on, you don't need to wait for the commissioner to give order for you to. Every community have head of security. Every town have head of security. Every local government have head of security down to. And within few months, he clear all the matters and everything. The whole place where initially you cannot stop in Opiweka when you are coming to Lagos. They will cut off your hand and take the bag. But night market started booming. That is the coming to subsidy. Why he said subsidy is a fraud is because when there is no refinery and you are not even making more research or exploring more oil, you keep producing lesser and lesser. Yet you are moving the oil outside to refine it and bring it back. It's a fraud, complete fraud. If there is enough refinery and the production is increasing instead of diminishing, there is no need for subsidy even. Oil will be very cheap because we will produce more than we are using. Oil will be very cheap. Now, this issue we are tackling now, I believe if there is job for your sister in Lagos, and there is job for someone in Sokoto, we are all under the same umbrella. If there is hardship, there is hardship for everybody. If things are good, there is electricity, everybody will enjoy it. Small business will start opening. People don't realize how powerful power can be to the nation. If there is power and security, my brother, there is no graduate that will come out without work. So what I'm going to tell you now is that our enemy is INEC and these cabals. Everything happening now is intentional. They are doing it to suppress vote. All these things they are telling, what will it take the government to produce 10, 20 machines in one big locations? Those locations that have big distance and those ones that have small distance, two machine or one machine, what will it take them? 20 billion out of the billions they are stolen is enough to buy all these things, but they will not do it. Now they know that most of the people, I checked the data, youth registration is double, like more than the age from 40 to 100. Youth registration from 18 to 35 is double of what 40 to 100 is producing. So they know. And all they will do now, they will not do it the way people will understand what they are doing. All this INEC head and all that, not releasing machine in Okpara Square, Enugu. Every day, more than 4,000 people are sitting there waiting, and they will end up doing registering just 100 or 120 every day since last week. This is not normal. They are doing it. They know what they are doing. And if we don't pressurize them, that is how they will do it until the INEC will close registration. So I appreciate everyone for all our effort, but we still need to do more.
Thank you.
We still need to do more.
Thank you very much.
That's all I can say.
Mr. Lucky Ralph. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Mr. Jimo, please.
Yes, good evening, my brother Alexis and my fellow panelists. I hope my voice is audible enough.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. I've listened patiently and to the views of other speakers. Today's topic is what is interesting, and I really want to go into that. Though 2 minutes a little small, but let me just try and see. Before I go into that, let me just quickly say something about Peter Obi. It's the same advice I've been giving every day. Some of Obi supporters are very agitated. Once somebody says something about Peter Obi, you see them getting very aggressive. Election proper have not started. You people will hear more. So please try and relax yourself. Don't be agitated. It's a campaign period and people will say many things. Now, the topic is how prepared is INEC? I don't think if we have thought about it and ask ourselves, how prepared are we? From the registration of voters, you can see how many minutes it takes for one. We must ask ourselves, must it be that because Peter Obi comes out, it's now we want to register? Where have we been? Where have we been? There is an electoral guideline. So the date to stop the registration, collection, the day campaign starts and ends. You don't expect INEC to create its own law. These things are laid down. If the closing for registration is 26th of June, so be it. You don't expect INEC now to begin to create law because now you are ready to vote. You should have voted last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. And one thing that is clear about this equity election, we can see the improvement in INEC, at least the computerization of the results. Nobody could cry foul for the results. Maybe the process, whether they are buying votes or not, that is not what INEC can do. It is not within the power of INEC to arrest people. Now, we know the way it is in this country. The police, the youth, the elderly, we are all citizens of Nigeria. The onus is on us if we want to sell our vote or not. The police, the onus is on them to also make arrests. You know, we must not take democracy the way other countries are taking it. We would have allowed policemen to hold weapons. It is not the right thing to do. But our democracy can't be the democracy that works for America. Because we Africans are never afraid. Especially when you see policemen without guns. The citizen will be the first to slap the policeman. So for INEC, the computerization of their results was so clear, everybody could even see before they announced it. At 2 o'clock, we already knew who won because the results were there. So let us not begin to blame INEC for these things and leave ourselves. We have a very, very big role to play, a very big one. And until we realize that the role, the onus is on us, for us to really do what is right, INEC can't do anything. The president can bring money to buy your vote, but if you refuse, there is nothing they can do too. But we are not actually ready. We want a change, but we don't know what to do to make this change happen. How do you need to tell, okay, let me round up. How do you need to tell a youth in Nigeria that is suffering the pain to still tell that person, please don't take money, please vote wisely. We don't need to tell them. They know, because you telling your brother, if you don't vote, I'm not going to send you money. It's corruption. We are all involved in it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kenny. Kenny, is Kenny there?
Yeah. Kenny's here.
Kenny, talk to us.
2 minutes. Actually, this is my first time actually calling on a talk show like this.
Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from Port Hope. And from Port Hope, from Port Hope, Ontario, from Canada. Yeah, from Canada.
If you just say you call for Canada now, you go to call on Port Hope, be like Port Harcourt.
Oh no, it's the city where it's a little city. Port Hope is inside Ontario in Canada.
That village I been, I don't know what is in Port Hope. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. All right. Actually, though I have not been in Nigeria for a long time, but I have monitored a lot of stuff going on from here, and I've been watching things on YouTube and listening too. But I see Peter as a real blessing to not just the youth, but every single Nigerian and African. This is a man that I have taken time to look and to study and to try to figure out things about him, little details. And I found that is a massive blessing. I want to encourage that. I know there are opposition. I know there are people who want status quo to just keep running because of they are maximizing a lot of from this status quo. We just need to do what we can do to encourage our people, educate them each day. If you can educate somebody nearest to you each day, answer all of their questions, it's going to really be a great help. And for right now, if you find out that no other party is being attacked, like Labour Party or like Peter, everyone seems to attack him because he is a threat, actually, not PDP, not even APC to PDP. Peter Obi, a Labour Party, is the threat. And that is what every other party they are afraid of. That is why you see they come on every platform and every space belongs to Labour Party or anywhere like this to talk against Peter, to discredit him and to make him his followers or those who believe in his philosophy like to decamp. But I just find out it's not working. People are Peter drunk. People are Labour Party intoxicated. And that is just actually what I love happening. It's natural and it's breaking new grounds. I see videos from the north, people who are getting this concept. But what I'm looking up, I'm really looking at saying is that people are still going to collect money, but they might not vote for APC or PDP. They're still going to vote for Peter Obi. My only concern and fear right now is that there might be a similar occasion like we have in 1993 about Moshood Abiola, where he's going to win, and there might be a delay of announcing the results at certain level. There will be a great delay, but there will be pressure, international pressures, that will make them to reluctantly relinquish power. But one last fear I also have in my mind, that there might be a coup. This way, I just want to air my concern. Maybe somebody might, I don't know, but this I just see these things up to realities right now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. This is your first
Thanks for
time.
the audience.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kenny.
Ever first time in my life to call. To call. First time in my life. Yeah.
It's my pleasure to. I'm glad that you came in. Very first time in your life on my show.
In my life, I've never called at all. I've been only listening.
Yeah,
and
you came in for the first time. You came to shock me to say Port Hope. I thought it was Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
And again,
no, not Port.
By the time the election goes start, all this your Peter, you go call her Peter by force. You're welcome, sir. I greet you.
Thank you. And thank you. You're doing a lot of good work here.
Not the only Peter.
The next person, this, and CM, you're going to wait after Sally.
I
Sally.
wanted, it's just the person that spoke. There's something I want to remind him. I mean, the person before the last speaker. That's why I came in quickly.
Okay,
So that
okay, go ahead. Okay, go.
Please, good evening, all protocols observed. The speaker before the last speaker was saying something that INEC, if INEC decide to not to extend the period of registration, why should people complain? After all, why are they coming and to vote?
That is not true.
Okay.
I'm the one that spoke. That's not true. Don't misquote me, please.
Then what are you against that? Okay, what are the question I wanted to ask was, now, according to Doyo Kupe, he said electoral law permits INEC to stop registration only 3 months to the election, which may be around December, because we are going to do the election in February. That's one. So INEC has no reason to even stop. It should be a daily affair, because somebody can become 18 years today, tomorrow, in August. Are you telling the person that he shouldn't vote in February if you didn't register him or her? So because it's something that you qualify based on age. If you are 17 years this month, you have to wait till next year. If you are 17 years, maybe 10 months this month, it means that in August, you should be 18 years. So anything after that, you are entitled to vote. So we then INEC disenfranchise you. You see, that's why INEC should continue to register people irrespective of, and then all these, they are trying to, like somebody said at Opera Square in Enugu, you see thousands coming every day, and then it's only 10 machines. In the end, they only register 100. That is voter suppression, because the primary function of INEC does not go beyond the election, conducting an election, verifying anything called the election. They are not there for anything, morning, afternoon, night. That is their role. INEC is not to do anything, only for election, one single item. So to that extent, INEC should not, it should leave the registration open until such a time that electoral law permits them. If there are logistics, well, people are willing to help the person, help INEC, but not that they will deliberately say, okay, the crowd is too much, or somebody will come and be blaming somebody. Maybe, why didn't you vote since 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Why are you registering now? Let me tell you, it's quality. If you present a candidate I don't like, I may say there's no need to me to vote, or if I feel the system is not good, it's my choice. I may decide not to vote. People voted for the first time in their life in Nigeria, June 12, 1993. Because of what came out of it, they refused to vote, and it is their right. But at the same time, those that are willing to vote should be allowed to vote. Now, if INEC can extend the date of the primary to favor APC, which is a fraction of Nigeria, because not everybody is a member of APC. Why not what concerns the entire country? Because these people you are registering now, some may vote APC, some may vote PDP, some may vote Labour, some may vote any party, all the 18 parties. They can still vote for them. So INEC has no reason whatsoever to stop registration at all. It will continue. In fact, that 3 months maybe is because for them to collate certain things and give them a breathing space. It's like stopping registration for an exam, saying, okay, 2 months to the date you are going to take the exam, they won't be admitting any other candidate to enable them to organize it. But for them to say, because of they gave this deadline, there's nothing like deadline. If somebody turns 18 in September, are you telling the person that he shouldn't vote in February? Because this is something, election is the civic, in fact, election is the civic right of every person. In as much as you want to register, you should be allowed to register. INEC can never be an obstacle, because being independent, it must do what people want. And the more people turn out, it means that this will help them to ask for more money. Say, look at our budget. We never knew this people would come. Then you budget money for it, because this is a right of every Nigerian to vote and be voted.
Thank you. Thank you, CM.
Can I respond?
No. You made statement initially.
Because it was kind of
Quoting me from the very beginning. Anyway, I think you guys understood me when I spoke.
No, he did not misquote you. Maybe you didn't know. You said something. Me too. Look, listen, me too, I was going to respond at the end of this program because you made some certain statements that was not too, to me, too fair. Because you make it look
Please
like
say the statement. I want you to say the statements, please.
now you make it look like why is it now they are coming out because Peter Obi?
No, listen. You see, sometimes you people speak. You try to represent the person when the person is actually there.
Wait, hold on. You can go and replay this video again.
I'm going to replay it. I'm here.
So, what I had, you said INEC they have duty and they have deadlines. They can decide to stop anytime. So, because of people are registering, shouldn't make them stop. One, let me come to you. One, you say, why are they coming out now? Why didn't they register before now? Two, you didn't have to say that.
Do you remember to say that I said there is a electoral law? Is it the INEC that made that law?
And the electoral law
for themselves.
And the electoral law now, listen, my brother, the electoral law now is that INEC, you just had the electoral law that even from now to December, they won't stop registering by law.
Exactly.
I did not ask them to stop. You guys are
Hold on. From your tune, it's from your tune. Me too, I wanted to respond, but I didn't want to respond immediately. I just wanted to wait. That's how I do my own. Because you started that anytime people say anything against Peter Obi, that's how you started. Some people will not take it lightly, something like that. I may not put it in the right word. You started on that form and you went ahead to expatiate what happened. It's like, why they not register since? Why this and that they register? Because now Obi come out. What are they be waiting for? But it is their right. It is their right.
You are speaking for me now. I'm not speaking, right?
Okay. We have people. I will come back to you, sir. Just hold on, so that we don't keep. We have a Dolite here. I think it's the turn of a Dolite. After a Dolite, Sally, then you can come. I can come back to you. So a Dolite, please.
Okay, hello, people. I greet everybody away the scream and the people where they back home and people where they abroad. This election way I see now just to, as I said, talk in previous broadcast, now division of labor. We have to calm down to be calculative. Even the INEC, auto supervisors and all that. People are here, both home and abroad, that we donate or whatever to make sure that we secure our votes and we monitor our votes. People are not playing. As we are talking here now, people are on the ground doing marvelous work, but we people don't know because all these things that we are passing through, right from time, it's not something that only one person will just come and destroy it and all that, because we have been suffering. If we were to be in my country, was like UK, I could have not even known border to cross Nigeria border to come to this place. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to come together as one, then do what we have to do. As I said, division of labor is very important. Whatever you can do, you do it, so to save our country, to save our future, to save our children, children's children, So because people are dying, people are killing, people are sick, When diabetes is here, a patient can live long, more than 100 years. They will not diabetes in Nigeria. When anyone is sick, maybe like malaria or just cold, you will just hear the next day, it will just died of stroke and all that. So there are many things. But I believe if Peter Obi come on board, everything will be okay. Because there's one thing, if the head stands, the body will stand. As I used to say as well, we Nigerians, we get say, now we are pass. At the same time, now we cool pass. We get conscience. despite that all these citizens that is happening. And people that are coming that this and this and this, especially people that are in Europe, is somehow you cannot reach Europe. You will still be talking like person that is in Africa and all that. We don't pass that one. We know our system for here they work. As Mr. Obi, as they come, they learn, they go everywhere. Not be say he just they do and say he want for fun. He know what thing they do. All those security matter, or as he go take position everything. He know. Now UK fair day. Trust me, person wey dey UK, you go thief for £1 market, you go thief something. At the end of the day, e go damage your reputation. You understand? You no fit work, you go come dey select work. Peter na here fair leave, so we know wetin he go fit do. So make we run round for Peter, make he win. If he win, we go benefit am. And one last thing I want to talk, abeg, this money wey PDP and APC take campaign, abeg, I don't want me I can't work for my hard earned money. At the end of the day, I can't dey pay am, because the dollar wey they use, the money wey they take buy form, if we calculate am, now our head na e dey, whether we like it or not. So now that one I want make I still talk. So thank you everybody and good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sally, talk to us. You are the only person remaining.
Yeah. So yeah, how prepared is INEC? Yeah, I don't think anybody is prepared in Nigeria. I don't think any of the forces are fully prepared for anything in Nigeria. It won't change anything. At the end of the day, people will still sell their votes. The best thing we can do is help support INEC, but people that are supposed to be helping are the people that will be the ones committing the crime. Very unfortunate. It's not as if they are even uneducated. It's not as if they are not educated. It's not as if they are not enlightened. It's just the hunger. INEC can't stop hunger. you know. Even this thing that they pushed, they said the voters registration is limited, this one and that one. They can do whatever they want to do. It's up to the people to be fully prepared beforehand. The kind of system you are dealing with. Everybody should have had their voters card before. People selling pepper, they've had their voters card since. The guy selling sugar cane, the guy selling suya, they have their voters card since. Is the educated force, the enlightened force that we can see struggling for voters card at the last minute. We don't see any sugar cane seller or pepper seller struggling for voters card at the last minute. So basically, and they are the ones that will sell their votes. That's why it's a responsibility to them. If you truly wanted change, you should have had your voters card before them. So saying is INEC prepared, I don't. Well, we know they are never. None of them are prepared.
Okay, I see you are not too. I can see you see everything like the same. I let me just remind you, like, none of them is ever prepared well. I know you might be very correct. That's okay, but for you to say they should have gotten their voters card before, I don't support that. I don't agree with you. And for you to say again, these are the people that will sell out. If they are the people that will sell out, they would have gotten their voters card since to be selling out.
Okay.
This would have told you that this would have told you that these people are the people that have no hope in Nigeria. So they didn't want to participate in anything that have to do with their election. They don't believe in it. They are not interested because of the way it is not credible to them.
Okay, so why are they getting their voters card now?
Yes, because right now they saw somebody, Obi movement. They saw somebody coming on, somebody that seems to be a little bit different. I use the word little bit different. I don't want to hype him so much. Somebody that is talking their mind.
Okay.
And it does not give shishi.
Okay, but that's not INEC's fault, though. It's not INEC's fault when people decided to No,
sir.
it's the people. The people can't do something against themselves and now say, "Oh, Wasad and they are doing against us." Why
Sir,
don't they have their voters card before?
sir,
Why are you leaving sugarcane seller to get it
can you
before you?
can you
So the
listen to me?
sugarcane seller is
What is the work of INEC? What is their duty? Sir, please answer me.
the work
We
of
are
INEC
discussing. Yes, what is the duty of INEC?
for voters registration,
So,
counting the
so
votes.
what is the problem now? If I did not want to before and I change my mind to want to now, why wouldn't they want to provide it for me?
There is a deadline, but there's a
No,
deadline.
no.
Okay,
The deadline you just had the electoral law.
okay,
The deadline can be there till December, 2 weeks to election, be a month to election or so, which
okay,
is about December.
okay.
So I don't expect Nigerians. You see, this is the problem I have with us. You are not INEC official. Why you wanting to
Yes.
defend INEC?
No,
Are you
I'm
among
not
the
defending INEC. I'm
no?
telling you
If
facts.
you are
No,
not,
no. Let
if
me
you,
let me
no,
just list it. Let me just list some
okay,
facts to you.
let me tell you facts.
They've given you final dates. I'm not defending anybody. I'm just giving you facts.
I
They've given
expect
you
you to
final
pressure
date
as
for
in
vote.
Nigeria. I expect you to pressure INEC, even if they give you far. The power belongs to the people.
Okay, but that's not how things are done anywhere in the world. You see, for example, I live in the Netherlands. Okay, you
Yes.
have an appointment. If you don't get that appointment, you've missed it. People are coming from Ukraine. All the appointments have been taken. I'm not getting any date for any appointment. I'm not
Do
going to
you
say, oh,
do you
power
do
belongs.
you
Wait.
do
I'm
you
not going to say, oh, power belongs to the people and try
do
to
you
do gra
want
gra.
to
I'm not getting an
compare
appointment. I'm
that?
not getting an
Do you
appointment.
want?
It is based on the situation of what is going on. I did not
Did I
bring
hear
people
you?
from Ukraine.
Can I
I did
No,
not
address
bring
hold
him?
on.
people from
No, hold
Ukraine
on.
Pa,
to
Hold
come
on.
and take
Let me finish
all
with
the
him.
appointments. Okay, it
It's
is not happening.
rowdy. It's rowdy. Please.
Okay.
can I address him?
No, let me finish with him. I just want to say something. You cannot compare where you come from, where things work, to Nigeria. This is the
Okay, you
problem we're
that you are
having.
living in Nigeria
No,
and you
hold
know
on. I'm not living in Nigeria. Just let me finish, please. I'm not living in Nigeria. I'm talking to you in France. And France has an election today. I think Senate election after the presidential. No rowdiness. Everything comes to your house. Everything is posted to you in your house. You don't talk to people, you don't see people. The election, you read billboard, the billboard, there are no billboard here. Just listen to television, and sometimes people say hand bill. You have no business with nobody. Everything is posted to you. Every material you need is posted to you. Before the day you get your information, you get your mail. You just go there and cast your vote. You have no connection with nobody. And there's nothing like, as a citizen, even if it is today you become 18, it's your right. Let me tell you that. Even if it is 2 days to the election, even if it is 2 days, you are in. You say you are
Okay,
in a
can I
civilized world.
respond to what you just said?
Yes,
Okay,
respond.
you said you are in France, it's like this, is that it's expected. When in Rome, behave like the Romans. If I go to Computer Village, I would be stupid to wear gold chain, gold ring, diamond earring. I would be very stupid to do that. I'll wear my rubber slippers,
Um,
I'll wear my t-shirt, and I'll wear my jeans if I'm going to Computer Village. Nigeria is a third world country. It would be
So,
crazy for you to
so,
expect all these kind of things that you are getting from France in Nigeria. It's
um,
the same thing. I would not go to Thailand and be expecting what I get in Europe to be in Thailand. I would not go
so,
to Dubai and be expecting how I'm free in the US and expect the same
so,
thing in Dubai. So
um, Pa,
you
can I
so,
say
comparing
something?
Nigeria to
so
France,
I will allow you to say
no,
something. It's just
it's not
getting
any
very beautiful.
comparison. It's like you are
So
comparing a Toyota to a Ferrari.
you
How do you
brought
want to compare the
comparison.
service?
You brought
No,
comparison.
I
That's why
told
I'm
you
telling
what
you.
is
I'm
facts.
not.
No, no, I told you
You brought
facts.
comparison. That's why I'm telling
Okay,
you.
what
I
was the
am not.
comparison I brought?
You said you are in Ireland,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm telling you that power belongs to the people. If
Okay,
what is obtainable in Ireland is
okay,
obtainable in Nigeria, you won't see these people behaving like this.
okay. So what should they
Yes,
do then?
yes, that is why
Okay, so what should
the
they
duty.
do now that they can't do
Did you?
anything? What should they do?
They will do. Just
What would they
watch.
do?
Watch now. They will get
Okay,
registered. They will get registered.
that's what everyone
They,
always
they,
says. Oh, they
they,
will do
they,
this, they will do that.
they
You
will
can't
get
fight
registered.
government.
See,
you can't
they will,
fight any
they
government.
will get registered. Just watch. They are only delaying. They are only delaying themselves. They already saw that the movement is against them.
Yeah, but
This is what.
you
This is
know,
what.
but there's no special conspiracy about what's going on. The date had a deadline. People decided at the last minute. Of course, there's going to be pressure. Of course, there's why are we trying to form a propaganda on basic facts,
This is no
normal things that will happen?
No,
Normal
this is
things
not
will
last.
happen in any country, and there is the last minute
Let's
deadline,
allow
and
somebody else.
everybody wants to do it at the last minute. The same thing will happen everywhere.
Okay,
Everywhere.
brother.
Allow somebody else talk. Okay, go
But
ahead.
we extend it. They are going to extend it. They are going to extend
My
it.
brother,
Yes, I've
excuse
talked.
my brother. Where you are in Ireland, all of us are travelers. We have been to advanced countries. Let's take assume for United States. Every management knows that there is rush hour at the close to the end of every process, beginning and ending. There is always rush hour. If you are following an election, you will understand that even in America, when registration starts, there will be rush, and few days to the end, there will be rush. Now, coming to Nigeria, the issue is this. Our brother have mentioned it many times. People are not interested in election for some time because they don't believe that their vote matters. They don't believe that there will be change because it's the same people that is coming every day, every year, the same people. Those that are not the same are not charismatic enough to move people. But
Okay,
luckily
but
for
I
us this
understand
year,
all this
I'm
though. I
coming. I'm
understand all
coming.
this. I understand all
Yeah,
this. It's just
I'm coming.
saying the same
You
thing
are
he said in
interrupting.
a different way.
Wait,
But
I'm
you're saying the
coming,
same
brother.
thing.
Can I finish? Let me finish. So, it is the duty of INEC to know that to be prepared for rush hour anytime it comes. Anytime it comes. Tell me why they keep that 200. Last time they released another 200 machines. Tell me why they are seeing that there is rush and they dump machine inside in their office, waiting for people to start complaining before they send machine. For our brother that said 10 machine in a square, it's not 10, it's 3. Before it's 2 for 4,000 people. Later they send another one, 3 for every day, more than 4,000 people, and there's only 3 machines. In which country will something like this happen if they are prepared? It's not. If you are following the election, you will know. Even in America, any city that have rush, America, they increase the voting machine. The next year,
Can
if
I ask
it's
a
three
question?
this year, they will increase it the other year.
Can I ask a question?
What? Yes, ask
Go ahead.
question.
Okay. You are using America as an example, but America is a first world country. Nigeria is a third world country. Can you use other third world countries as examples also?
I'm using it because you mentioned where you are. That's why I'm using it. But
I was
here,
mentioning processes.
here,
Anyway,
I'm
sir.
just telling you that there is no reason why INEC should not see that people registered, because people will still turn 18 tomorrow. People will still turn 18. Initially,
Sir.
when they turn 18, they are not interested. But now, everyone that turned 18 want to vote.
So, sir, there's no point arguing over this matter. It's a simple matter. The responsibility of INEC is to make sure they register everybody above 18 that wants to register. Within the time frame now that the registration is on, they have no reason to tell us or to give us any excuse. Nigerians should have been asking INEC upon how much money given to them for this same purpose. Why are they not registering the people? Why are people being left unregistered? Not why are people now coming out to want to register? That is a very relevant question. That is joining the oppressors to oppress the already oppressed people. That is my stand. Nigerians
But
should be asking
the
questions.
oppressed people are not being smart. They are being very dumb-minded because You know your oppressor, you know how your oppressor is, and you still lay yourself flat for your oppressor to be eating you all the time. Why can't they outsmart your oppressor? Even if they don't believe in election, why can't they be smart enough to at least get their voters card just in case? You can't blame INEC for people's lack of indecision till the last minute. It's the people's responsibility too, and they don't want to take accountability. You can't say, oh, my oppressor is being an oppressor. Duh.
Okay.
So
All right. All
I,
right. Duh, brother.
I think
Duh,
the thing we
duh,
should
brother.
also the thing
No,
we should
duh,
also
brother. Who is talking now? I
is
just got
CM.
CM, please hold on for Madarita. After Madarita, you talk, then we'll round up.
No, but he's talking, not CM. I spoke before him.
CM want you. Who said that?
It's me, Jimaro.
Jimo, hold on. I will come to you. We are going to conclude. You and me get small things to take end this matter today. So we are just going around. You now, Niger Watch. You are not just a panelist. You should understand the process. Mandarita that just came is part of Niger Watch. She's not just a panelist, and she just came in. Because she just came in, that's why I say, okay, let's go to her because we are rounding up. That's why I said go to her because she just came in.
I mean, CM, it's okay with Madarita. I'm not saying.
No, I said CM should hold on. That should allow Madarita to talk. You had me saying, CM, hold on. Allow Madarita to talk. So, Madarita, please quickly talk to us because we are already rounding up now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Domosa Pajimo. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I just came in late now. I just saw your title, and I've not been in for a while. So, I think you said that if INEC was ready for the elections, I think that's what the headline is. I'm just gonna be brief so I can step out. I think every year INEC receives 40 billion naira every year.
You hear that?
40 billion naira INEC receives every year. Now, the budget they have proposed for 2023 elections is 305 billion naira. I repeat, 305 billion naira. That's what they've proposed for 2023 elections. I don't know if the Senate have approved that, but prior to that proposal, they get 40 billion yearly. 40 billion yearly. So if there's an influx, and I know that amount was calculated based on the voting population of Nigeria, and I'm sure they have business analysts that have estimated, a certain time of the year where you have people who are above 18 years old, or the population of, okay, maybe we'll have like 1 million Nigerians will be 18 by so and so time. And so for them to even get the budget of 40 billion naira yearly, and then they've now even estimated 305 billion for 2023, it means that the federal government have given them all the apparatus. There's no excuse. Whether people have a rush in now or last minute, they should be able to provide all the logistics, all the equipment, all the manpower. So there's no excuse whatsoever. Now, even in developed nations, like for now, let me give you an example. For now in Canada, because of the COVID for over 2-3 years, a lot of people were not traveling. Now, they rush to get a passport because many people's passports have expired. Many people have had kids within the past 2 years and now, so they need a passport to travel. So right now, you have a long line in fact, all the locations. Population is not as much as Nigeria, but they are ready. Now you have to even go online to apply. So they're taking different measures just to make it comfortable. Nobody's complaining. Even the passport office, they're not complaining because they know the reason why. Things happen in the world. So now back to INEC. Now, if the awareness of why we need to change Nigeria is now, and I guess that's why there's so much influx of people going to go and apply for the voters card. That is it's expected. That's why you have business analysts in every sector, and I'm sure that they paid millions of naira for business analysts to analyze and project. By this time, this is how much people will have 18 years old, or this is what we expect if there's a pressure, in the event of a pressure like now. So there's no excuse at all. And INEC cannot tell us they're not ready. They receive 40 billion naira yearly already. So it is because of corruption. It's because of lack of accountability. That's why it seems like, okay, we are complaining, but nothing is being done. That's why I keep saying maybe all of us need to keep calling the INEC office every day, bombard them with calls and tell them what is going on. Why is your equipment not working? Who is the contractor that supplied the equipment? Is it a low standard equipment? Because Nigerians always go for low standard. Possibly there are machines that are very, very fast per second, but they will get the analog one that's so slow in reading, the information. So all these things, it trickles down to corruption, right from the high level, from the INEC chairman down to even to the last admin staff in the office. It's all riddled in corruption. So there's no excuse for INEC to say they are not ready. They should be ready. And if they are not ready, it is our right to demand that they must give us what has been paid for. And it's taxpayers' money. It is our money. So there's no excuse at all. There's no excuse, absolutely no excuse as far as I'm concerned. They should be ready even for the rush. Thank you.
This is what I am saying. Some of us, we stand with our oppressors to want to oppress your little brother that has been oppressed. It's a pity that some of us are still coming online to defend these same people that we are supposed to pack and put in jail. It is a pity that people that are given responsibility to take off the welfare of the people hide under certain disguise of inefficiency. And some of us will say, yes, they are correct. Why are those other people now? Is that your concern? What is their duty? Let's look at what their duty all about. Yes, what is their duty? It is not your duty, it's their duty. Let the people come out and defend themselves. Let them come and tell us, oh, sorry, we didn't know, we don't have it. Did they say they don't have it? Did they complain? Why are you complaining for them? Why are you complaining for them? Who are we? How do we reason? I want Nigeria to move forward. Sometimes I still don't understand some of us. I swear to God. But all the same, we will keep talking. We will keep talking. Assuming we are, how do I put it now? Would have had few that is talking for INEC, blaming Nigerians over their rights at any time. Because it is their taxpayers' money. Anytime I want to do it, I do it. Why would you ask me why am I doing it now? Who are you to ask me why am I doing it now? Who are you to ask me what am I doing now? I feel like doing it now. It's now I want it. And we live in developed world, we are talking like this. Who are you to ask me why am I doing it now? I feel like I'm convinced now. It's my conviction. It's not your conviction. I want it now. So why is it your problem? Give me the service. You're being paid for it. You've collected a huge amount of money for it. You are not looking at the huge amount. You're not looking at the people that's what you're supposed to do. You're looking at me. That make up my mind now. Am I the problem? Duh. All right. Let's go. Well, I will be rounding up, and it's a pity. I need to go now because we've spent time here. And before I go, I would want to give all of us time. That's where Mr. Chimo Elmo would say whatever he has to say because he's part of us. In fact, he's supposed to be like me, even anchoring the program because it's just part of us. It's not a stranger in this platform. So that's why sometimes I know how to deal with people. We that are here and you people that come in will give you this preference. So before I come to everybody to finally tell us bye-bye, I will want to first of all thank everybody that have viewed today. Though we never had much viewers today and we didn't have much like, I don't know why, and we spent a lot of time. And we want to say thank you for those of us that actually viewed it. And we want to say thank you to everybody in the comment section. I think I did not leave anybody behind because those I cannot make sure their name, I make sure I put you on the screen for everything you say. That's a part of recognition to show that yes, we see you, we are following. Because it's not just easy. I'm talking here, I'm monitoring mics, I'm looking at the comment section, I'm looking at the private chat, I'm just me and me alone. So if in case you are not captured, please forgive me. Not just easy, but we recognize everybody here. That's for that. And I want to again also thank the people that called in. First time, wow, beautiful. People that called us on phone. I think our first caller today was Edo Watch from UK. Yeah, he's a regular caller and he's part of us. So thank you, Edo Watch. And we had Austin, yes, from Ireland. Yes, yes, Austin from Ireland. Thank you very much. We had Joseph from Asaba. Thank you very much, Joseph. We have James from Netherlands. And this man that called him James, he's not in Nigeria. He's a Sierra Leonean. Yes, but he lives in, I think, Ireland also. But he's interested in what happens in Nigeria, according to him. That Nigeria is a big brother. That we should make sure we do it right. That we should make sure we change the government, the bad leaders everywhere. He's not a Nigerian, but he called him because he cared. That's our neighboring brother. Calling him into a Nigeria program to also lend his voice. Thank you very much, Mr. James. We really appreciate you. We recognize your call and we love you so much. We're all the same. Thank you very much. We got call from Morige. Yes, yes. The man that's from UK. Yes, he is the coordinator of international coordination of dedicated movement. Yes, he really said much about himself, and we want to know that we appreciate your call, and we recognize you. We don't look down anybody. Every contributor that are watching, calling, comment, we respect you. We really love you all, and we thank you for your support. And we now got a call from, that was the last person that took for to Chuzoba, that made mention from Anambra, that told us how INEC is not meeting up to their responsibility in Anambra State by registering out of 4,000 as alleged, that 100 and 120 daily, just to frustrate a lot of people. And they get 40 billion yearly for this. It's a pity. Yes, thank you. These are the people we have. And we had a quite huge number of people on the panel today. We got about 22 panelists today. Wonderful. And I will start from Frank. Yes, Frank, thank you very much. We love you. Thank you for supporting us, Oga Frank. Tiobala, oh, thank you very much. We really appreciate you, Tiobala. You're always with us. You're becoming part of us every day. Machiavelli, we don't need to thank you, Machiavelli. It's like thanking myself. Machiavelli, no thank you for you. Joseph Sunday, yes. Very soon we'll not be thanking you. You are already kind of part of us. Akin, no thank you for you. You will run. If you not run, I will ready for you to the match line. You get local. Yes, Oga Benga, Engineer Ben, guys, we want to say thank you very much for your contribution. Really deposited a lot, and we say thank you too very much. And Aigbe is becoming a household name. It's part of us already. I will say thank you very soon. I will not be thanking you. Alex, small thank you. You shake table. Mr. Andrew, very soon I will not be thanking you because you are like already part of us. These are the elders we have here. We have Miss Ugo. Miss Ugo, I will say thank you. You are new. We are not having so many miss. I warned you before. We have Okaegbe, Mr. Mode. Not, I won't say more than that. He will address you himself since you are miss. All the miss, people should go and register with Okaegbe. Thank you very much. Modai, thank you. Thank you very much. No food for lazy man. This guy is a scorpion. He's a chameleon. He's brother nice. So every day comes with new name. We'll tell FBI to watch him and EFCC. This name changing. Yeah, there's many to it. So thank you anyway for changing your name every day for lazy man. Tony Africa, yeah, that's the man that checked the table that made me have course. After Tony Africa's course came in, he shook the table, he took people pay. Yes. We have Lucky Ralph. Lucky Ralph, thank you. Yes. I very soon you'll be part of us because I've been noticing you often now. You'll be coming quite often. Mr. Jimo, no, I don't need to thank you. No way. No thank you for you like Machiavelli. Kenny, yeah, I will say thank you. Thank you very much, Kenny. It's your first time. You live in Port Harcourt, Canada. Port Harcourt. You teach me how to Kenny, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is the man I call Peter. Peter. Where election go dey long, you go call him Peter by force. No problem.
Oh my God.
We have Edolite. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Edolite. And we have the man that I think he's joining us for the first time, Sally. I like his way because he's going to make us talk. And he's making the conversation very interesting. He has his right to his opinion. So we don't say he doesn't know what he's saying. He's saying what he thinks and what he feels. So it's not left for us to prove him right with the superior argument. Like Madam Rita just came and told him everything the way it should be. I guess he learned from there that it is their responsibility. So Sally, I know you are still with us. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. We also appreciate you and love you. And the CM, very soon I will not be thanking Oga CM because Oga CM now is almost like a part of us. So Madam Rita, if you expect me to tell you thank you, I saw you, I will not tell you thank you. You came late at the same time. You don't need thank you. Like I can't thank myself now. If I tell you thank you, I'm thanking myself. So no thank you for you. So I would, after saying all this, I would want us to, in 1 or 2 minutes, give our final speech. However, whatever we think we want to say, we can just start saying it for those of us that is remaining here. So I will start with Mr. Jumo. Mr. Jumo, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Leftist. Thank you very, very much. You see, what I said is this very, very clear. You can hear from Madam Rita just now what INEC collects every year. Very, very true. INEC, they are not prepared. Very, very true. But one thing you can't take away, because when I speak on this platform, I don't speak for people to love me, but I go with the facts. There is an electoral law. I'm not a lawyer. The electoral law was not manufactured by INEC. It was also handed over to INEC. If there is a laid down rule by the Electoral Act as to when registration will stop, INEC can't do otherwise. If there is a provision for them to extend it, of course, they will be obliged to do that. What I'm saying is we Nigerians should also, by ourselves, help ourselves. We mustn't always like to do things at the last minute because most of us don't even know what the Electoral Act is saying. If, for example, that the Electoral Act says 26th of June, please, INEC, stop. This law was handed over to them by the National Assembly, which they must follow. So we need to at least try to get things done and not wait. For example, if 1 million stand on the queue to register today, and INEC don't have those machines ready for the 1 million, maybe for one reason or the other, they don't think that many people will come out, which is their mistake anyway. What do you want them to do? 1 million on the queue, 26th, only 200 could register. What happened to the remaining 800? When the Electoral Act says stop it on the 26th, for example, their hands are tied. So we must not only blame INEC, we should also blame ourselves for how we conduct ourselves. And that's what I said, and I stand by it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chimo. So I go to Edolite. Edolite, please talk to us.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
We can hear you loud and clear, sir.
And I don't have much to say because my brothers and sisters, they have already said all we have to say and all that. But only one thing, with love and peace, with harmony, we can do this. We can. Together, everyone achieve more. We need a better Nigeria for everybody, because we here, especially in Western world, most of us have already tired, despite all the good things, the light and the free liberty we have here and all that. Home is home. There's nothing like home. So how can we get that achievement? By coming together as one to say what is right and to do what is right, and not just by saying it. With action and faith, we can work towards what we really want. So that is what I have to say. And the last thing I have to say as well, our PDP and the APC, they are not our enemy. We are just doing this for the betterment of Nigeria, for us to get a better country. Thank you, everyone, and God bless.
Thank you, Adolite. Sally, talk to us.
Yeah, so I think someone has already said what I wanted to say before. At the end
Okay.
of the day, we have to be accountable. We can't just keep crying all the time. Next
Okay.
4 years, same thing is going to happen. We
Yeah.
have to be prepared before then. You can't keep on letting these illiterates outsmart you. If you are illiterate,
Okay.
if you went to school, you too should be able to outsmart them.
Okay.
But every time it seems they're always outsmarting us. But that's just what I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. CM.
Um, thank you, leftist. I think I will rather make a suggestion. I don't know whether, Nigerian Constitution is online. I have a copy of it. You can always download it. I do not know whether electoral law they change, because it's a different thing, whether it is also online. And if there is, so I'm telling you, try and find out. If there is, you can download it and always keep it by your side. Maybe when you're moderating, if there's anything you can quickly refer to.
No, Nigerian Constitution, sir. I can give you.
No, not Nigerian Constitution. I have that one. I said the electoral law, because it's like a different.
Yes, I used to agree. I'll look for it because I have
Yeah,
most of these laws.
why I'm saying this is that Doyo Okukwe is the Director General of P2B campaign. He answered this question. I think either on Arise, I don't know. He said, yes, people are registering. He said, INEC, according to electoral law, must continue registration until 3 months to the election, which is, by my calculation, let's say December, since the election will take place late in middle of February or ending of February. So INEC has no reason not to register somebody. And then there's a valid argument also to make that somebody can. I have a cousin who was born July 2004 during Obasanjo's time. He will, by September this year, he will be 18. How can you tell the person not to register, not to vote? And again, only conducting an election is only the role INEC has. Whether there is fire, whether there's something happening somewhere doesn't concern INEC. They only come alive when there is an election to conduct. So in this case, this is their statutory responsibility. They can't fail. They must know that, okay, let us even assume that these people, the upsurge in people coming to register are people that maybe they are 50 years or 60 and they refuse to register since God knows when. But Nigerians are being born every day and they keep turning 18 every month. There must be at least 1,000 Nigerians that will attain the age of 18 every month, if I'm not mistaken, at least 1,000 that must attain the age of 18 throughout the 36 states. Those people, you should be prepared. I think INEC, their law should have been that INEC, it should have been like a bank, whereby if anytime you like, you go and open an account. The only thing the bank will tell you is that it doesn't mean we've closed for today, you can come tomorrow. So that is what INEC should be, so that they will not make it that the moment the INEC, they say they are doing conducting an election in February, INEC will say to enable us prepare. It's like JAMB. JAMB cannot continue selling form until a day to the exam. They can't do that. That's why sometimes they said we've closed the sale of forms to enable us process. So INEC cannot come and stop now when the electoral law, because that's why I'm calling for that electoral law. But I believe Doyo Kukwe, because he mentioned, that's why I'm quoting him. I've not seen it. If it's online, I could have find a way of downloading it and reading it, because such things should be public document. So I see no reason why somebody should come and make excuse for INEC that why shouldn't they come. And then INEC has come, maybe the first day you now see that you come with you are there with only one laptop or one equipment or two or three. The next day you see thousands. What do? You mobilize. You can call ad hoc staff. That's why they use NYC people to come and register. You can call out ad hoc staff. Most students are at home. They're not going to school. They want to register. Some would have said, okay, I'm not interested. I'm having an exam to write. But now everybody is at home. Lecturers, students, they're all at home. So INEC has no reason whatsoever. After all, how can we explain to the outside world? They say Nigeria is about 200 million people. Yet the person who wins presidential election only wins with about 15 million. Then the opponent may be the other person may be 11 million. Or in the end, they say the total vote cast or people that voted, participated, or registered voters are less
Please
than 100
round up on time because I want to
okay,
close. Yes,
less than 100 million. Now people are willing, and again they must know that for people to come out and vote, maybe the type of candidate coming out before does not inspire you. It might be one thief or the other, or these people. Maybe now you now say that no. If this man, if the things the game has changed for this type of person to come out, and then people will be inspired. So you
please
can't.
round
Thank
up.
you. So you can't blame somebody for sitting back until you see the thing you like. You go to the market. You don't
Thank
like
you.
what you see. You go back with your money. When you now
Thank
see
you.
something, you take. Thank you.
Moderator,
Go ahead.
please.
Thank you.
Moderator.
Yeah. I think one of the major problems is that we don't have a database in Nigeria. We don't. You know, every census that we know so far is just by manipulation and guesswork. Because if we had a database going, we would know how many children were born each year, and the government can project when this child is 18, according to the law, they are adults, they are of adult age, and they are eligible to vote. So, so even the 40 billion that INEC gets every year is just based on mere speculation. And, that's how the government is being run in Nigeria. Manipulation of numbers, padding numbers, padding budget, because there's no database. Because if there's database, then you can call corruption down to the teeth. So that's why we are faced with this. But in as much as all this is happening, I would not even blame the last minute voters. I wouldn't blame them, because those people in Nigeria, they are faced with all manner of ills that a human being can face. So voting is the last thing on your mind when your child hasn't eaten or your mother or father is sick in the hospital. So now that there's this awareness, like there's this fever of, okay, you have to vote this PDP and APC, the devil parties, out. So that is why I would not blame them. But INEC has a responsibility for getting that money they receive every year. They have a responsibility to service the last minute people. No excuse. Thank you.
Yes, on this note, King David, I saw you, but because you did not put on your mic, we could not see, we cannot accept you because it is a computer thing. If you don't put up your mic to show that you accept, we cannot put you in. So that's why we could not put you in. I see you writing on the private chat. So when you are coming from the beginning, you put on your mic, even if you don't want to put on your camera, but that mic is essential. That makes you eligible to be added. So when your mic is off, we will not be able to add you. So Lucky Raf, you are coming in again, but it's a pity we are almost rounding up and we're not going to accept anybody anymore. So it is bye-bye for today. Thank you, everybody, and have a lovely night. Have a lovely morning. Have a lovely afternoon. And have a lovely evening, depending on where you are watching us from. Thank you very much. See you later today or tomorrow. Thank you.